We are live.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Pocket Dragon Pub. My name is Okami. I am going to be your facilitator today. Today we are playing Faire Season, a game that I designed, a dream within a dream. A tale of a group of a bunch of Ren Fair and Middle Ages reenactors off on an event experiencing supernatural and strange mythical events. So I'm going to go ahead and popcorn it over to our hostess, Vixie Belle.
Hey everybody, my name is Vixie Belle and I'm your friendly neighborhood player today at the pub. I'm so excited to be at this table with these incredible storytellers and to play this game, especially as an ex-Rennie myself. Yay! This is going to be so fun. And I'm going to pop it over to one of our favorite people and the designer of this wonderful overlay that you're looking at, Graphical Ronin.
Hi, I'm Graphical Ronin, also known as Jason, among many other things. I collect names like most people collect Pokemon cards. I'll pass it on over to Jellyfish.
Hi, I'm Jellyfishlines. My pronouns are he, him, and I am a TTRPG silly goose doing too many things and wearing too many hats. And I'm going to pop it over to Geek.
Hi, I'm Geekbaker, also known as Allison. I do a lot of streaming TTRPGs, and I'm excited to be here. And I pop it over back to our host, I guess.
Yes. Well, as I said, I'm Okami. My pronouns are he, they. And Vixie, what was that? What was the phrase? The magic phrase?
Oh, the magic phrase. Yes.
Do you want to play a game?
Yes.
Oh.
Let's do it. I'm so excited. And we're back.
Hello, everyone. We have returned. And so, Faire Season. It's a belonging outside belonging game, which means it's typically GM-less, but I would say Faire Season is GM full. I'm going to be your steward. I'm going to be guiding, but my fellow players are also going to be sharing the story with me. And one of the ways that we will be sharing the story is through the setting elements. So before our dreamers introduce themselves, we're going to go ahead and take the Avalon Jubilee. We have put together our event. It is a Renfest. It's going on for 4 days, continuous over the course of a long weekend. The Renfest of Avalon Jubilee has colorful pavilions, untamed wilderness, frolicking fairies, late-night taverns, and a massive merchant's bazaar. Now, these events take place in the real world, and plaguing this event is event staff burnout, favoritism amongst those who portray the nobility, and contributing to the burnout? A lack of new participants. In this digital world, it can be really, really hard to get people who want to pretend to be in the Renaissance. There are several setting elements that the Game of Fair season incorporates. I am going to be portraying the dream. Now, if you see me looking up, it's because I have a really, really cool flat screen television set as my second monitor. So it's not that I'm looking to the gods. Oh yes, just think I'm just looking to the gods. That'll all be that. Now, the dream setting element is the mysterious, otherworldly, supernatural force that is going to be leading the strange events happening this evening. Mm-hmm. And typically, the dream's desires, every setting element has desires. So I'm going to choose for the dream. The dream wants journeys and creativity. We're going to go with journeys and creativity. Just bold that. And so, to my fellow players, what setting element of the Avalon Jubilee would you like to start the game with? What speaks to you? And the cool part is, the initial person that picks the setting element, with input from the rest of the table, gets to pick the two things that the setting element desires.
Good question. Setting elements.
I don't know about anyone else, but I'm kind of drawn to the forest.
I'm down with the forest. I think that's fine.
The forest is sort of like, it is the older magic that has already been here, and sort of is what breathes the dream to life. So the forest is very, very cool. How about you, Geekbaker? What setting element is speaking to you? We'll circle back to Ronin in a moment. Give them some time to decide
I'm
desires they would like.
I'm looking at the setting elements. I like the forest just because also, like, I live near a forest right now and I love forestry. So it's just like, I like forests. They're pretty, they're sweet, they're like, it makes it
Everybody's going to be dueling over the forest. We might have to actually roll some dice. Who's going to get it?
I'm also looking at, I'm trying to find the other ones as well. I don't know where they are in your booklet for the scenes.
Hold on one second. If you look on the second tab of the play kit.
Okay. There we go.
Where your character is?
Yeah. All right. Tips, pick up when trade, Merchant's Row. I do like Merchant's Row because, again, like I am a merchant, so I wouldn't be in the forest. That's the biggest thing. Right. So I was just like, yeah, I'll probably be in the merchant area, setting up my cart or whatever I got.
Well, keep in mind, if you pick Merchant's Row, that means you'll have like narrative control over what happens at Merchant's Row. And anytime that your playbook, which is the merchant, interacts with it, you can trade it away to somebody else.
All right, yeah. You know what? I'd probably choose Merchant's Row then. Yeah.
Excellent. So what two desires does Merchant's Row have at Avalon Jubilee? Do you want a few moments to look over it?
Yeah, just give me a few moments if that's okay.
Yeah. I'm going to move Popcorn over to Jelly. What setting element would you like to start the game off with?
Ooh, I love the populace. I love the populace.
The populace is wonderful. So the populace represents both the people working the Ren Fair and the patrons who come and visit the fair. As we're kind of doing sort of like a behind the scenes amongst guilties. It's also a delightful NPC generator. So just keep in mind the little chart that's on there of descriptors that I am happy to play anything that you create, and you are also welcome to play anything that you create in addition to your character, Jelly. You wanted to, so we're going to give you, would you like some time to look over the desires, or are there 2 desires from the list jumping out at you?
I want to say, one of them is belonging. I think the other one is imagination.
Excellent. I think that's going to resonate really well with the creativity that I picked for the dream. Go ahead and just bold those 2 in the list.
Got it.
Okay.
And then now we're going to complete the circle. Vixie, which setting element are you feeling?
So for me, it was the encampment. I was looking at those. I am thinking laughter and respite for the desires as well.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. So the encampment is, for those watching, is your home base. It's where you sleep. It's where the characters spend all of their time, and where a lot of drama goes down. It's a little bit different than the populace, because the populace represents everyone at the event. The encampment is literally you and your clique, your people. We're going back into the circle, back down to Graphical Ronin. What desires have you picked for the forest?
I'm going to go with truth and respect.
Truth and respect. Okay.
The old magic deserves truth and respect.
Right. Right.
Oh, we got a new follower.
And-
Sorry, I heard one of our little sound things go off. That's awesome. Yeah, all of our
Hello.
Thank you for the follow. Sorry, I heard I heard it. I was like, oh, that's what it is. Please continue. My bad.
All good. Geekbaker,
Hello.
what do we got?
You know what? I like secrets and
Mhm.
trade.
Secrets and trade. So there's a lot of information trading and literal trading going on in this massive merchant bazaar.
Yeah.
This is like a giant, big bazaar. People are collecting secrets. People are bartering with each other. It's fabulous. Would you say that there's more of a barter culture at this event than your typical Ren Fair? That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah, that's what I love about some run fairs too. It's just like, oh, I had this thing and like you guys trade it mostly. I feel like that'd be really, really cool to do.
Yeah, that is very, very big in Wasteland Weekend culture, is barter. Like, they almost hardly ever use money, like actual money. Lots of people will bring costume pieces and props and things and trade with one another. And I think that's something that's that we can do for the Avalon Jubilee. I think barter and trade is a really, really big thing. So for the other elements that we haven't picked, are the battlefields, and nope, the battlefield is the only one we have not picked. So I'm going to pick a couple of desires for that. So the battlefield is, since we're doing a more traditional Renfest, this is where Battle Pageant is, where they have like the simulated battles in honor of the Queen. This is where our tourneys and our jousting is going to take place. And it's also, because it's a big open space, after hours, when all of the patrons and patrons have left, people like to go there to party. So the desires for the battlefield are twofold. It's split between night and day. So during the day, the battlefield wants, I'm going to say, pageantry and glory.
Ooh.
And then at night, it wants, I'm gonna synergize with the encampment. Laughter was one of the things that you picked, right, for the encampment?
Yes, for laughter.
Okay, so I'm gonna synergize. So laughter and games. And when I say games, I mean things like bocce ball, fourchettes, Simon Says, fun nighttime party games.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that like lots of people like to use the battlefield for after hours. And depending on what time of day it is, will the desires for the battlefield change.
Okay.
So I will be holding the battlefield in trust until people want to do anything with it. Or we can just not touch it at all, you know, like it's all good as long as we're having fun. So we have our setting elements, we have our event. Everyone, please introduce your characters. Who would like to go first?
Let's not all jump up at once.
Yeah, I was just
Let's
thinking
not all
that.
jump at once. All right. If you okay, we'll you know what? We'll start with Vixie. Will you kick us off
Yes.
and then popcorn it to another player?
I was about to volunteer to take, you know, as tribute since no one else wants to go. But anyway, so yes, I will be playing Iris Beaufort, an artisan who specializes in fiber sorcery and has a small kind of colorful red and white tent set up at a historical encampment. She has dress forms that aren't necessarily fully from the Renaissance. You can tell that they're kind of distressed or made to look Renaissance-y, but they're not. They're more modern. Displaying different kinds of gowns that could be built. And yeah, that like she has her big rig, as she calls it, which is this beautiful court gown that like probably retails for a handsome sum. And other pieces are found throughout her sort of encampment, although not enough to really say like it's a merchant. It's much more like if you pass by, there are beautiful things for you to look at and potentially purchase, but she's not a full-on merchant, so to speak, because the other half of her tent is set up to like a medieval tailor shop with lengths of ribbon for measuring. She herself wears a chatelaine on her belt. And yeah, she wears earth tone clothing, but you can tell it's very finely tailored. This isn't someone who is wearing a thin skirt that barely hides the hoops, the ring for hoop skirt. You know what I mean? We've all seen those. And it's very clear that she's taken great pains to be historically accurate. Maybe not in the construction, since that would be far too time consuming in this day and age, but in the overall design of her garb. She leans more towards the kirtle, more towards things that are accurate but functional. So yeah.
So what is her spell?
Oh,
All artisans have a spell.
yes. Her spell is banishing harm. So yeah.
Yeah, and her key relationships.
I think her key relationships are she has a very healthy relationship with a charming merchant, and healthy enough that maybe there's some rumors floating about you know, maybe they're romantic ties, but this is a Renfest, so everybody has these kinds of rumors of who's sleeping with who. But there's a little rumor about that. And then her other key relationship is with the Minister of Arts and Sciences for her encampment.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
That's all right. And then your lore, which is a way of other players or other dreamers, as it would, can gain a token.
So my lore is anytime someone praises my craftsmanship or my artistry, they can gain a token.
Excellent. All right. We're gonna go ahead and popcorn it to another player. Don't mind me. I'm very
totally
hands-on kind of facilitator.
I'm gonna popcorn it over to Geek because Geek looked the most nervous. So
I knew it was happening, and I was like, she forgets me all the time. It'll be fine. She won't
This is
pick
the
me.
one time I did it.
God damn it. I'm playing a merchant named Lavririn, who pretty much looks like an elderly woman. She has gray hair that's been braided with fair eyes. She's been doing this for a while. She wears a trim riding tunic with a belt filled with many pouches. She has her own little merchant stall that's been there for a while. She's been doing this for a couple years for the Ren Fair, and she mostly serves herbs, spices, food, drink, that pretty much making sure people have full bellies and enjoy everything.
What secrets do you hold?
I know that the pirate.
We got another. Sorry.
What was that?
Subscriber notification. They're all Lord of the Rings notifications. So thank you for the subscribe. You're awesome.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
And you're the best as always. We have Amps' sword. Please continue. I'm sorry.
My secret is the Pirate King is planning a revolt against the Baron via event volunteer labor strike.
Yep. So, yes, because pirates, while they like to party at these kinds of events, also are some of the most hardest working volunteers to make sure the event happens.
Yeah.
And when I say volunteers, I'm talking collecting trash, I'm talking cleaning porta potties. Good secret. Very good secret. Did you have an opportunity to pick any key relationships?
Yeah, apparently it didn't really save. I forgot to type it in. No
worries.
I chose a troupe of basking bards. Trading drink and everything. Busking bards. Sorry.
Yeah.
And the other one is my trusted shop workers.
Okay. All right. Excellent. And for your fellow players, what is your lore?
My lure is when someone shares a secret or purchases a wares from me, they gain a token.
Okay. All right. So I forgot this interesting element for both Vixie and Baker. Vixie, what is your character's unique? Because genders are unique in Fair Season. They represent who the person is, not a binary definition. So, Vixie, what is your artisan's gender?
My artisan's gender, for the sake of those who wish to visualize, she is femme presenting, but her gender is technically a silver thimble.
And Baker, how about you? What is your character's gender?
I chose, because wise and everything, I chose tarot card. Yeah.
I love that.
Interesting. Okay. Baker, choose someone, or shall I say Laverna? Go ahead and popcorn it over.
I'm gonna choose my lovely co-player, Jellyfish.
Oh boy. Hi.
It's awful.
I was actually looking at my character sheet right at that moment.
I knew.
Hi. I'm playing an atoll. His look is generally just like haunted eyes. He's a knight. He's very loosey-goosey with it, but he still fights with honor. He's very loosey-goosey, but very fun. And his gender is steel blade and ancient oak. I'm indecisive.
Gotcha. No, it's all good.
Sorry.
I'm listening.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Garb style is sturdy leather boots and my consort's favor. I am a sword and shield fighting style. My virtue is mercy. My key relationships is one kid calls me their hero and a pirate drinking buddy.
And your lore for your fellow players.
My lure is anytime a player character acknowledges your prowess or honor, they gain a token.
Okay, all right. And last but certainly not least, our newcomer.
I'm playing the newcomer.
Sorry. Okay. Oh, sorry, you muted
I
yourself
noticed the red
first.
light at the last second. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm playing the newcomer. Everyone calls him Pete. Pete is not, in fact, his actual first name. It's just what people have been calling him since he was a kid, and he doesn't even know why himself. But Pete is what he answers to. He's generally pleasant looking. It's kind of mundane. His gender. Go ahead.
Oh, no. I was going to ask you what your look is.
Oh, my look. I am describing it as ye old navy.
Gotcha.
Repurposed street clothes to sort of give the impression of medieval or Renaissance. It's good like at 20 feet out, but when you get close, you start to see the seams that it's just, like Hot Topic boots,
Right.
pajama pants that are striped that kind of have a piratey look to him. He's all over the clock on that.
Right.
His gender is weekend pirate.
There we go.
My two key relationships are the sarsaparilla vendor I smoke with, and the old woman who runs the Loner Garb booth. My lure is when someone takes me someplace new, they gain a token, because I'm new to this whole thing, sort of brought in by a friend.
So what tool are you bringing to the event? Because the newcomer always has a tool. The artisan's got a spell.
Yeah.
The knight has their virtue, fighting style. The merchant has their secrets. But what tool are you bringing?
I come armed with an EpiPen.
My God.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
I promise you, folks, these are written in the game. Who wrote this? Right. So now that we have introduced all of our dreamers, at the bottom of your playbook, this is my favorite part, which is the question. Because you all know each other. You're all interconnected, even the newcomer, as this is like their first big event, or maybe their second. Who knows? It's totally, that is up to you, Pete. So, we're going to go around in a circle, and we're going to start with the lovely Iris. Iris, let me look at the overlay, because usually you play this at a table. So we'd be sitting at a table, and the player to your right and then the player to your left, you would ask these questions.
Right.
So set it up for us. Like, who is it? Me? Where am I? Hold on, let me look.
I have some ideas. I have some ideas based on characters, the way characters have been built out. I think that the person that I constantly clash with is going to be Laverna. And I think the argument is, why am I selling things and not in Merchant's Row?
Oh.
Yeah, that's why we keep clashing. Because you have a problem with me operating outside of your rules. It's not cute. And we have, basically now I just sort of sell things under the radar. I'm like, oh, these are for historical display. This is obviously showing the way historical.
Ooh, hold on a second. I just realized something.
Yeah.
These questions are incorrect.
Oh, interesting.
Hold on a second. The Seneschal questions somehow ended up in everyone else's.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just a second.
Well, I have the artisan up, so let me take a look at what it says. In the
Yeah. Look at those.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's what
I
I was
don't know
wondering
how
about
that
the sheet.
happened.
Okay, I was very confused. I was like, it would still be cool, but yeah, all right.
No.
Okay.
Pick the ones. Everybody kind of dash to your playbooks really
So
quick. I have this really cool player keeper that I thought I had upgraded, but apparently I hadn't.
Mine's okay.
No,
I made sure of it.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think that Ronin, you've seen me use my magic before. So my question to you, as Pete, is: does my magic fascinate or frighten you?
Fascinates me.
Awesome. So, and then I think for the knight, what
Here we go.
gift did I craft for you, and how did it make you feel?
Ooh. I think you made me like a little flower brocade that I wear all the time now. And it's just like, I feel special.
So that's very what was it, Strange Magic, where he has a little brooch thing.
hmm
But anyway,
I love those.
yes. And then last but not least, Laverna, are you threatened by my artistic talent?
No, I actually want to see you thrive more.
Yay! Awesome.
Oh.
So
Yes.
Yay.
Awesome.
look at us with all the
Awesome.
relationships.
Okay. All right. Let us go down to. Actually, I love doing the newcomer last. Is that okay with you, Pete?
Yeah, it's fine with me.
Okay. Excellent. My knight or my merchant? Who would like to go next?
I'll go next
Okay.
if you want.
Merchant, it is.
Oh, I just hit my mic. Sorry about that. All right, so I'm gonna go with. I'm actually going to go. I'm gonna pick our lovely knight and ask how many different events have we ran into each other.
Oh God. At least 2 or 3 every year.
All right, we've been doing this for a couple years, so. Then Vixie.
Mhm.
What after hours adventures did we go on together?
Okay, so I think that
And this is part of the play, so if you want to take a little
Yeah.
extra time, you're
well,
Yeah.
welcome to.
sure. I was just gonna say, I think that because I know my character is a little bit older. They have brown hair with streaks of gray in it. Maybe not as old as like they haven't gone full silver like Laverna has, but I think that maybe there's a vendor that's a particular pain in the ass, and we went on a little late night adventure to maybe just fuck up their booth a little bit.
You know what? Fey pranks. Fey
Did you-
pranks.
Yeah.
Frey prank. Did you
Frey
peep
prank.
them? Was it like a Easter weekend event and you
Yeah.
took a bunch of peeps and
Yeah, we did.
while they were asleep put it all over their booth?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
like
yeah.
a harmless prank. It wasn't anything that would actually get us in trouble, but something like just a little bit of mischief to like mess with them because they were just such a pain in the butt to deal with.
Yeah, we're known for the older ladies who do fey pranks. Just fey pranks. We just go around and do fey pranks throughout the whole
Ooh.
booth.
Yeah,
So be respectful to people, or you'll meet the fairies.
yeah, it's the fairies will get mad.
They're
Be ashamed if
peeps. They're
something
also
happened
peeps.
to it.
Peeps are delicious.
The local like grocery store and like
Knows this.
stores just don't have peeps anymore. Sure,
Yeah.
all
And
gone.
last one for Pete would be which one of my wares bring you back to my shop again and again?
I'm gonna counter your question with a question. What is the one that you're most proud of?
I make
Ooh.
I make fresh bread and fresh desserts daily for people.
Now I'm gonna say you make these. They're almost like croissants, but they've got raspberry filling and like an icing on top. And like Pete walks around like an old lady with bingo daubers, like one between each knuckle every morning.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
I love that. Oh god.
Me.
Oh, that is so cool. And I think that while we're in our connection phase, I think that the tailor shop,
Yes.
the little
Mhm.
tailor shop and the bakery, I think they're next to each other.
Okay.
I think it's one little corner of that you have kind of claimed.
Perfect.
I want to kind of.
If I may.
How does that sound, Iris?
Well, if I may pitch this, I would love it because Iris is technically part of a historical reenactment, but what if the reenactment kind of butted up against Merchant's Row in such a way that these two booths were catty corner to each other?
Yes.
Yes.
I look over and be
Yeah.
like, psst, psst, you want some? You want? Just take it. Shh.
All right. So next person, and all right, our knight.
Yep.
Go ahead and fire off your questions to the rest of the group.
Okay. Iris,
Yes.
why do you consider me worthy of knighthood?
Ooh.
I think, are you young? Would you consider yourself to be like a young person?
You younger, yes.
Like younger than me, basically, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that affects my point of view. And I think that, because the way I think Iris looks at you is like, oh, I think it's because you genuinely have, you mean well in your actions, even if they aren't always the right actions. They're never done from a place of malice, always from a place of like, I think I'm doing the right thing, even though this could be the right thing, might not be the, like, it's kind of was, I don't think that means what you think it means. But because you think it's the right thing, like you genuinely believe that this is right. That's kind of her perspective. I think that's why.
Nice. Thank you.
Yep.
And for Laverna, how did you feel when you saw me at my most vulnerable?
I would say, just because I'm older and trying to go for that grandmother feel, when I saw you the most vulnerable, I was worried, and I pretty much like brought you to the shop and gave you some tea just to talk to you and see if you were doing okay.
Aw. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Just, I'll bring you tea and I'll make sure you're okay.
Okay.
Just
Thank you, my sweet whimper.
come over to our encampments, dear. It's fine.
Yeah, come here. Who messed with you? Don't worry, the fairies will get them.
Fairies now.
And sorry, for Pete, when did I prove to you that I was a great warrior?
Oh, that's a good question. I want to say that it was not even at like the festival itself. Like maybe at the end, at the end of the night when we were all shuffling off. You noticed like someone who was being hassled by other people, and even though like you were outnumbered like 3-1, you just kind of waited in there and just dissipated the whole thing, sort of de-escalated the whole situation.
Nice.
All right. And now Pete, the newcomer.
I don't have as many questions as you guys. I'm supposed to ask one to the left and one to the right.
Oh no! We're doing fair season on hard mode, which is only possible when you have 4 players. So you are welcome to ask all 3 questions as long as they go to a different player.
Okay. That is what I will do. Let me just refresh my memory on what those other questions were. Okay. So for the night, what is it about me that's re-inspired your love of the dream?
Ooh. I think it's just seeing a new face, and also just like the dream in your eyes. It's just like, oh, I'm not disillusioned to everything that happens here yet.
Well, also
Everything's
because
still new and shiny.
Newcomers too, because we don't. This is not a
Yeah.
group that gets
Mhm.
newcomers as well.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's good. So I then will ask to Laverna, right? Is the character's name?
Hello. Yes, that is me.
Wait, let me find that. Let me find that other question again. Where did they go? I want to. As your best friend, why has it taken this long for me to come to an event.
Okay, you're my best friend.
Yes.
Why has it taken you so long to come to this event? I'm gonna say it's taking this long because I had to convince your parents to let me take you.
Oh God, you're the aunt. You're like
I am the crazy aunt. But I'm the supportive aunt who shows up and be like, they told you can't do what? No, we're gonna go do that. Come on, let's go. Go in the car. I had to convince them to be like, look, you know what? They're coming with me whether you like it or not. Get in the car, we're going.
Yep.
Okay,
You'll have fun. You'll make friends.
In light
Now-
of that answer, this is going to stir some things up. The next
boy.
question.
Okay,
Oh, no.
let me make sure. Let me double check. Hold on. I gotta double check Vixie's. Vixie, what are your lines and veils about romance before you ask the third question?
About romance, it's just always just ask first.
Okay, are you comfortable being romanced or being in a romance with another PC? I have to make sure that's okay with you before the third question is asked.
That is
Is that
fine,
fine?
as long as it's not
Okay.
like something that's forced, like, oh, we're dating now. I hate that. Or if the character,
Okay.
if the my two things are like, if the character openly rejects the advances, no means no. Do not force it.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
if it
All right.
starts the
So,
story, obviously,
yeah.
like that's fine.
So the answer to this question does not have to be yes.
Okay.
The answer to this question can be whatever answer you want. So because the question is how long have we been dating, which is supposed to connect the newcomer because people bring their significant others to the game all the time, and I want to check in with you first before that is pulled out. And if you're not okay with that, we can change the question. I'm the game designer. I could rewrite the game right now.
I am fine with that. It just makes me think about how much older Laverna has to be, because Laverna's probably ancient.
Okay.
But
Cool.
yeah. So
now that we've handled all of that, I just wanted to make sure that was all above board because I got to take care of my players.
Yeah.
Okay, so Pete, go ahead and ask the question.
So, Iris, how long have we been dating?
Oh my god. I think I want to say that Laverna's old lady insistence to drag you to the show is how we met, and so we actually haven't been dating that long. It's just one of those, we met at the show at like the event, and we just this sort of relationship sort of just started.
Perfect.
Oh no, I'm gonna have a conversation with their parents when I get back. Oh no, I'm gonna be in so much
He's
trouble.
an adult.
He's an adult.
He's an adult.
That's why I said
He's
you're
an
the one.
adult.
He
Like, you
wants.
gotta be ancient, because I'm assuming like
Yeah, I'm assuming Pete is probably like mid-30s.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah, because
Pete's the kind of person who's always had interests in these directions, but has never been around other people that did until his aunt brought him into the whole thing.
Yeah, I would say, even Iris, I would say Iris is in late 30s, early 40s, because that's when you kind of start seeing those gray hairs and stuff. Her hair is streaked
I
with
found
gray,
my
but
first
it's
one in
not.
10th grade.
Yeah. Well, depends on your stress levels. Let's just say Iris.
Oh my gosh, I think, and I know we're building, but this is what's called lucid dreaming. We talk about it in Belonging Outside Belonging. It's part of play. I think Laverne should be the baby of the family. I think that Laverne's sister, who is Pete's mother, is like way older, like in her 60s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, does this make sense?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like the cool aunt that's closer
Yeah.
in age.
Like my grandmother had kids that were like vastly different, like 10, 15
like, there's
years
a big age
apart.
gap.
Mhm.
So-
Yeah, yeah. That's amazing.
We made it work. Yay.
We've made it work. It's all good.
I'm just a random guy that's watching this.
Yeah.
What is happening in this?
You're.
Himbo core.
Kimbo core, I love it. You're
Oh
Kronk.
my
You're
gosh.
Kronk from the Emperor's New Groove. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's make the world go around.
Here we go. Well, so we figured out how everybody knows each other. We've gathered together, and we're going to enter the first phase of the game, which I like to call morning notes.
Ooh.
We're all sitting around on various hay bales in front of a massive outdoor stage. You can smell the clean, fresh air. The first day of the event. It's early in the morning. The patrons and platrons. Now, the difference between a patron and a platron. Patrons usually are in normal modern clothes and are just showing up for the day to watch some plays, do a lot of shopping, and enjoy the experience while eating a turkey leg. Patrons tend to be your close friends, and they show up in garb that is just as nice as you all. You all are guildies, which are people who work the fair, camp at the fair after hours, have a great time at night before going to bed and getting up in the morning and doing it all over again. But now you're at morning notes. There is Jacob, we will call him, an older gentleman. And right now he's usually dressed head to toe in gorgeous, period accurate Tudor. But this morning he's just wearing gray sweatpants and a work tunic and has a notepad in his hand while you're all kind of sitting in your various morning attire. Some people are putting their makeup on, some people are putting prosthetics on, some people are already fully in their costumes, and some people are, you know, wearing their morning onesie. And he's up there just saying, all right, it's Thursday. We had a great season last year. Everyone's all gathered. We have another 2 hours till all of the patrons come in. And then he just sort of drones on and is going through all of the various different things today. All right, so at 12 o'clock is going to be progress, where Her Majesty the Queen is going to be leading all of the different guilds. So make sure you have your banners, your instruments, everything you need. We're going to be meeting at the front gate, all gathered together, everyone in order. Lisa, could you hand out the order to everybody? And you see Lisa, and Lisa's like dressed up, wearing like a really comfortable, you know, peasant blouse, broomstick skirt, and a stay over it, you know, bodice. Very comfy, wearing flip-flops, and she's just sort of walking around, like handing every single one of like the guild leaders their various different the order they're going to be at progress today for the Queen's Parade. Question: your guild that you're all a part of, are any of you in leadership? Like, are any of you the head of the guild, or are you all? I'm definitely not Pete, but
Yeah.
is
I'm not even sure what's going on half the time.
definitely not Pete. So is someone else running the show for you guys?
Someone else is definitely running the show. I know, like, Iris's interest is just in crafting and earning awards in the arts for her guild. Like,
I think actually my character would actually run the guilds, mostly because I think that they would be very hands-on, making sure everybody's okay and going around, making sure the merchant's good. So,
okay. So Linda shuffles over and she's like, "All right, so here's the order. Trust me, I know you and Iris are gonna stay at Merchants, and glances over at Pete. just make sure that all of your people who are free, who aren't going to be tied down to their merchants' booths, are in the parade. Okay.
I will do my best. You know how some people are; they don't really like to parade around, but I will ask around.
Okay. All right. Excellent. At this point, hold on. Let me look at my setting elements. Battlefields. I'm gonna create a minor character who loves battle.
Ooh.
All right.
And we're gonna call him Sir Edward.
Sir Edward.
So coming in from the battlefield, which is like behind you guys, comes this like 6'8" giant of a man.
Okay.
You know, he is wearing it's the morning. So he's wearing like a Motorhead t-shirt and a Utilikilt. With some really cool, what we used to call Earthwalkers boots, which I don't know if they're still around, but there are these really cool leather boots that have like buttons on the side with toggles, and they go all the way up to their knees. And they're usually like black or brown or some neutral color, kind of accented with a red or a blue. And he's got like dark green Earthwalkers on that go all the way up to, underneath the kilt. And he walks up, and he's got like long hair and a long beard that's been braided into like two braids, with some really cool, like, even though he's wearing like the Utilikilt and the Earthwalkers and the Motorhead shirt, the two silver beard cuffs he has, like Iris, that they are replicas. They are historical replicas.
Okay.
That he has had forever. So he's like the head of like the Viking battle troop.
Okay.
And he just sort of walks up, broad shoulders. Like the shirt is barely containing this guy's muscle.
Okay.
And he's got like really intense blue-green eyes. And I apologize, his beard is red, like fire engine red.
Okay.
As is his hair. But there's like a little gray on the temples because he's in the same age group as Laverne and Iris.
Okay.
And he walks over to Anatoly and is like, "Hey, after morning notes, we're gonna be doing a battle meeting. So make sure to have your sword and board and make sure to be there. All right?"
Okay.
Excellent. Hey, and he kind of looks over at Iris. Hey, Iris. Hey, Laverne.
How you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. I heard you got a newcomer here.
Oh yeah, you're talking about Pete. Pete's over there. She motions to Pete, wherever Pete is.
Oh.
He's currently halfway through a croissant.
That would be my nephew.
Oh, your nephew.
Yes.
This is his like first full weekend event, right?
Yeah, if I like convince him to come. Yeah.
Well, you can send him along with Anatole if he wants to observe battle meeting.
Looks over at him just eating croissants. I was like, would you prefer to go to the battle meeting? You're cut off for the rest of the day. No more for today.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, sure, I'll go wherever. Come on.
Fate worse than death being cut off from Laverne's beak. Let me tell you.
She always folds.
Laverna, sorry.
She comes off with a strong line, but she always folds.
Well, and he claps his massive hand on your shoulders and is like, "Well, enjoy your first fair, kid." And you hear, oh God, what did I say his name was? The guy up front. Jacob.
Yeah.
There we
Yeah,
go.
Jacob
Lord.
is our coordinator.
Lord Jacob, your coordinator. Jacob is like, Sir Edward, your voice is loud and booming. Oh, sorry. I gotta get going over to get Captain's meeting ready. Hey, Laverne,
Yes.
don't forget to pick me for fourchettes tonight.
Well, you know, there's
And then
others. There's others out there. I'll have to look at my options.
Oh,
Your
it's
aunt's a
like
great lady.
wait.
Don't forget to teach him how to play tonight. And he looked over at Iris, and he heads off. See you at the meeting, kid. As he heads off. Would any of my players like to make any moves or anything while you guys are sitting at morning notes?
Ooh, let's look at
Either from your playbook or from your setting elements. Just to give you guys a chance. And that is, just an example of how a setting element works. Introducing an NPC, introducing a moment, and that's how it works.
I think that Iris is sitting on a hay bale and has been mending, which is my equivalent of repairing a broken object. She's mending probably mending like a hole in her skirt. That just it's normal wear and tear during the fair day. So she's just patching it up, and she casually, while she's patching it up, she casually kind of mentions to Laverna. So it looks like you and Edward have a little bit of a thing there.
Laverna's like, sweetie, you know my rules. You know my rules.
He's a tall drink of water, though.
He is. And after last fair, well, I have my nephew here. It gets a little loud, so we're gonna probably just keep it low key for this one.
Even your nephew has someone, you know that.
Yeah, we're gonna have a discussion about that later.
What do you
Don't know.
mean? He's an adult.
He's an adult. I appreciate. I also know how. I know you.
Oh, just look. I understand that season's a season, and not all relationships last past a season. But I like him, at least for now.
Going to make a move as the dream. I'm going to make the mundane magical. As you finish tying off and mending your skirt, and as you pull it and you're getting ready to tie it off, there's a breeze that goes past. And all of a sudden, the thread, the stitching, it just magically vanishes. And your skirt is perfectly repaired, as if it was new.
I think Iris looks at it for a minute and goes, "Well, would you look at that? Laverne, take a look at this." She shows her the mended skirt.
Laverne just be like, "How did you?
Look,
you read that last night when we were sneaking around to the king's part. How did you? Do you have another skirt? Is this a new skirt?"
no, this is the same skirt. I think the needle fairy just caught me paying attention. That's all. She puts her puts her needle away.
Take a token, Laverna, as you acknowledge. I believe that you have every time someone admires your art,
Yeah.
is your lore.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. So take a token, which you can use to make a strong move later if you like, without having to take a weak move.
Yay!
I'm just eating a piece.
So
Like,
what-
wow.
Yeah. So,
Beautiful.
yeah. What do you think, Anatole? You saw this. You saw the stitching disappear, and you felt the breeze go by.
What
Like,
special
weird-
thread you got?
Well, I suppose so.
I will say this, Iris.
Mhm.
you're an artisan.
Yes.
You've done a little bit of folk magic.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't put any intention to that at all.
Okay.
I mean, crafting is intention,
Mhm.
but usually to do any kind of like actual the craft, you have to focus.
Okay. Did I think she?
This felt like something truly like something out of a movie.
Okay.
What people in the pagan community call Hollywood magic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This was Hollywood magic. Like now that you've kind of sat with that and Anatole asks you if you have special thread, which you do.
I think she's putting her needle back into its little case, because if a chatelaine has often a little silver needle case, and she's putting the needle back in there, and she looks at Anatole and like she said that she's like, well, I suppose I do, but this seems like more than just a bit of special thread, if you ask me. Do you know? Well, I don't suppose you would, but I'm just wondering if maybe the fairies actually exist in this forest.
We can find out.
No, it's generally not a good idea to, mess with things outside of our natural perceptions. Haven't you?
Oh, no, not mess with them.
Haven't you ever heard the stories from Appalachia? If you hear it, you didn't.
Yeah. I don't mean going to find them on purpose. I just mean if we hear something, maybe stand still. Don't go near them. Don't go away.
She pats your shoulder and it's like, you do that, darling, and we'll come get you when the fairies capture you, okay?
Yippee!
just looking straight at her, just be like, we're doing what now later?
Probably saving Anatole from the fairies, maybe.
Would you like a peep?
You know what? Thank you, Anatole. That's very kind of you. And she takes it and like puts it. She has like a little basket that has like a few extra things like thread and material, and she like sort of like puts it in the basket. Just eat it. She just puts it in the basket.
It's just in the basket. So like Jacob is like, all right, folks, let's have a good show. And it kind of cuts through the tail end of your conversation, and all the different guildies like all applause, and everyone's like starting to get up and head off to their encampments to finish getting dressed up.
Peat box. It's a peat box.
The peat box. So where do you all go next? We're still in our little kind of morning phase. I'm assuming that Anatole and Pete, do you go to Battle Pageant? Or Battle, excuse me, not Battle Pageant.
Battle
Pageant!
Battle
Yes!
Battle meeting.
I want to go!
Battle Pageant is until later. Or Captain's meeting, Battle meeting.
Yes.
Let's
yeah.
go to battle meeting.
Basket.
Okay, excellent. I would like to invite Iris and Laverna to pick up and really lean into your setting elements. As I feel like your characters are probably going to go off and set their booths up and get ready and finish putting on the rest of their garb. Laverna, you're probably going to finish up some baking. But as players, I would like to showcase how everybody at the table continues to participate as our other two dreamers head off to Captain's meeting. So Captain's meeting is, up on a hill, actually in the forest, in a small clearing in the forest. You kind of go through like a side path near Actors Camp, which is where all the people who don't have space in their guild yard, like leftover guildies, have a tent set up. Fortunately, Pete, Pete, do you have your tent set up in Actors Camp, or did your aunt set up space for you and behind merchants?
It's a good question. Can I go an alternate third route and just say like I have
what's your third route?
like I have one of those hammock style tents that's just in between two trees at the very edge of the forest. I'm just kind of off by myself.
Which are the best?
Oh, okay.
Which are the best?
Well,
Let's be honest.
that's essentially what Actors Camp is. You're probably at the edge of Actors Camp with your own kind of area
sort of not
where you
right
can
in the
see
middle
Actors
of it.
Camp. Yeah, exactly. Cool. That's awesome. So you like kind of go past your tent on this like footpath. Like you can see your tent in the edge of Actors Camp. You go up this footpath deeper into the woods. There's a big clearing, and you just see a whole bunch of people there, men, women, them folk, non-binary folk, all dressed in, full garb. Some of them are wearing armor. All of them have weapons. And you see Sir Edward there kind of leading the conversation. And he's like, "Oh, good, Anatole. Oh, you brought somebody new. Pete, go ahead and have a seat over those benches." You see that there's been some temporary benches set up. Those benches that you can very quickly assemble that, kind of pack down flat. They've kind of popped up a bunch of these mobile benches from various different camps. And everyone's kind of sort of sitting around. And there's some coolers here that are, full of various different drinks, a variety, from sarsaparilla bottles to the Budweiser, just various different, like some people have alcohol, some people don't. You see some people looking at the people with alcohol kind of sideways, like, really, dude? This early in the morning?
It's 9 a.m. somewhere.
It's 9 a.m. somewhere. And Edward is just sort of like, all right, people, it's time to talk about Battle Pit. So everybody's gotten they've been meeting up in their various different fighting groups. Everybody has their paperwork. All right, pass out the waivers. And they're like passing out like waivers, and you get a copy of everything as well. You're looking through this paperwork, Pete, and it's like a waiver that's like, in case of injury, the Avalon Jubilee is not liable for any injury that you incur during the recreation of, it's a whole bunch of like legalese that pretty much is, if you get hurt, you can't sue us.
Yeah.
He gives it the exact same scrutiny and weight that he does his iPhone terms of service. He doesn't even read the goddamn thing. He just signs it right from
Understandable.
Oh boy.
I don't know anybody who has never not done that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Still young enough to bounce off most things.
Yeah, no, I gotcha. So is there any oh my gosh, hold on a second. Let me take a look. So Vixie.
Yes. Hello.
What setting element do you have? Remind me. You have the encampment. Okay.
And I do.
Are there any? Yeah, you can do anything that you like.
Yeah.
There's the encampment moves, just for everybody knows, are offer hospitality via food or drink, start a drinking game or contest of skill, create a minor character who is a campmate, offer a moment of intimacy, explode in drama, create a minor character who's a guest, declare it time for midnight snacks or morning snacks. This would be the case here. Hot dogs, grilled cheese, etc. And after every move, ask what you do.
I know that Iris, after the morning meeting, would have gotten up from the hay bale, wiped the hay off her butt, as obviously sticking to this woolen reenactment gown that she has, picked up her basket and been like, I don't envy anybody who has to do morning meeting this early. Good grief. And she walks slowly to her encampment. And I would like to introduce a minor NPC who is a guest. And the way that I would like to introduce them is that there is one of the ladies who plays one of the nobles on the court likes to use our encampment to get dressed and take it. We have it's a good relationship where they use our encampment to get dressed. They store some of their things in the extra space in one of our tents, and sometimes they contribute to the pot for having breakfast and like different foods. So they'll actually come here for like breakfast and lunch during the day. It's just easier for them than having to deal with the crowds at the food stalls and stuff. But yeah, so she settles in, and as she's coming in, she comes upon this young lady she's playing the princess this year. Yeah, she's getting dressed for her day and actually preparing for the opening gate that she doesn't want to be there for. Iris doesn't
right. So question. So Princess Eleanor, which is what I'm going to call her.
Amazing.
Why would she show up at battle meeting?
She would show up at battle meeting because maybe she has a role to play during the tournament, or maybe she's been asked to play a role or give some lines of some kind, or even to have a noble there to oversee, to add that additional element of pageantry to it.
So for this scene, would you like to play Eleanor interacting with Pete and Anatole, or would you prefer I do?
I'll do it. It's fine. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Can I just take 1 second? I think Jellyfish should have a token because they took me to the battle meeting in the woods.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay,
Anatole,
card.
take a token.
Yes. I put down one business card.
I'm keeping count on the die, so all my tokens.
All good. So there's a moment, Pete, where everyone, including Anatole, stands up when go ahead and describe them. I'm going to hand off the GM wheel to you for a moment as Princess Eleanor arrives at battle meeting.
Princess Eleanor is half dressed. Her hair is braided. It's a crown above her head to help hold her the eventual tiara that's going to go there. But she has a peasant shirt on, but has not put her bodice on yet. It's clear that her dress is it's from the Tudor period, but it is not English. It is a Spanish style of gown, based on the decorations and accoutrements that it has. And yeah, she's got her hoop on and she's got the skirt on, but she just hasn't gotten into the bodice and the headpieces yet. Her makeup's on, all of that stuff is ready, and she's carrying her bodice in one hand. The person that usually helps her is with her, but they're nondescript. They're not important to the story, you guys. Anyway, they're just there. So
they're just there.
There's capital NPCs and lowercase NPCs.
Yes. They're wearing a red shirt. But anyway, so and she walks up and she says, hey, good morning. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I ran a little bit late after morning meeting. Jacob wanted to some stuff.
It is all good, Your Highness. And
Cannon hasn't
and
gone
everyone
off yet.
stands up.
That.
No, okay. Right. Everybody, please be at ease. And then everyone else, except for Pete. Pete, did you stand up when everybody else did, or are you confused?
It was like a few seconds after everyone else did, and then if they're sitting back down, I want to say he's like just getting to the apogee when they're on their way back down.
Love it.
I think what I will say about Eleanor is that she very much, like, you could tell she was cast for a reason. She's very much got the classic princess sort of build. That sort of like, everything about her screams storybook princess. So yeah, just a quick visual description of her.
Anya Taylor-Joy face, yes.
Right, yeah. And everyone that was sitting, sits back down on the various benches and things. The Sir Edward is like, "Oh, we have a seat for you over here. I have a copy of the script for you," and he hands her like a piece of paper that has like a really short script with some lines. All right, so this year we're changing things up. We're going to be doing our skit is that we are kidnapping. The princess is going to get kidnapped by the enemy forces, the rebel forces, and then the royal forces are going to come in and rescue her. And these are the various lines that we're going to do. And I just wanted to make sure we were all on the same page about this. Nobody likes being taken off guard by a skit. I just want to make sure everyone is informed. No one's actually being kidnapped here. We don't want another incident like what happened at Vegas. And then there's a bunch of groans and grumbles about that.
Pete will lean into what's the knight's name again?
Anatole.
Anatole.
Or Mike.
He'll lean into Anatole and say, "You're gonna tell me about this Las Vegas business later, right?"
Oh, 100%.
I think if they're close enough to Eleanor will be like, "Oh my God, you didn't hear about that?" They have to be on their best behavior this year, or they're not going to get hired for the show again. So that's why it was really bad.
It was.
Sounds juicy.
Oh yes, I forgot. We've got a newcomer. Just to go over it, we had an incident, and this is important. Actually, this is a teachable moment. Thanks. What's your name?
Pete.
Okay.
Everyone calls me
For
Pete.
Pete's sake, let's go over what we don't want to have happen. So here's the deal.
I'm sorry.
At Vegas, we did a kidnapping plot, and people are all kind of slowly nodding. And there's a couple of people who also you get the vibe that they also didn't know what happened in Vegas, but they were just going along with it because they didn't want to look
Newbies.
Right.
dubious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he's just so huh?
Was it the theme Hades and Persephone, but things got dicey when bystanders?
See, now this is how stories spread. All right, take it from somebody that was there. What happened is that in Vegas, as opposed to this event where we have multiple courts,
Mm-hmm.
so we had 3 different queens, and there was a plan to do shtick similar to what we have scripted out, right?
Right.
Where we kidnap them, and then we're going to do a battle pageant to rescue them. Well, nobody informed their bodyguards.
Oh. Mm.
And as you all know, like this event, Vegas also allows live steam. And things got really intense. People got really into it. People were actually drawing weapons on each other when it was all just supposed to be shtick. Now, Queen Mary dressed down her people, but at the end of the day, we have to make sure that this is just theater. The only people that should be worried are the patrons and patrons watching. And even then, only so much. This is theater. Eleanor is a princess here, but not in real life.
Yeah.
And we cannot forget that. Right, Eleanor?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not an actual princess. I'm not going to go to the bank and be like, I'm the Princess of Spain, because that's when they put you in the nice white jacket, and take you to the padded room. So no, I'm just a regular person.
Yeah, let's not do that. Baker,
Yes,
you also have a setting element.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any setting element moves that you would like to do to contribute to the scene?
I would love, just because we have all there, I would love an old friend to appear.
Whose old friend?
I would love it if
Anatole or Pete's?
Anatole's old friend, who was a part of the Vegas problem.
Oh,
Who looks
The
very
incident.
like, oh, that was my bad. He's just like,
Which part was he on though? Which part was he on?
he was supposed to inform everybody and he didn't. He didn't realize he was the one that was supposed to be, and he just looks at Anatole and he's like, hey, Anatole.
Oh hey, what are you
Yeah.
doing?
You see he is no longer like a knight, he's just like downgraded to like a squire. He's like, you know what? I'm just happy they let me come back. Kinda dropped the ball last time.
Oh wait, that was you?
Yeah.
That does loosen Pete up a little bit because now he knows a minor fuck up isn't just going to get him cast out.
Yeah, he's like,
He's got like a range of
Hey.
offenses.
look. Sir Edward is like, Rupert, what are you doing?
sorry, making small talk.
Making small talk. Right. Okay. We're here to make sure no more balls are dropped, right?
You know what? I didn't get the email. It was in my other account. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, Rupert. Anyway, let's keep going. And as kind of the scene progresses, he starts going through like, this is when the troopers are doing this, and this is where you do that, and then they do a little demo of like sword play. Anatole, you're called up to give a demonstration on. There's like, all right, so remember, slow work first, and ching and ching, and you see like Anatole and Edward, both with swords and shields. Edward's is really cool. He's got like one of the round shields, the Viking round shields, that's like partitioned, and part of it is blue and part of it is red, and then the other parts have been painted white. And he's got this like really cool, Viking age kind of short blade, but he's like really fast with it, and he kind of actually he has to crouch down because he's so tall. And him and Anatole. Anatole, I'm assuming your sword and shield is it a German longsword? English? Like, do you have a vision?
It looks like a very weird cross between the two of them, like somewhere in between like the sword families and the shield.
Yeah.
Have you seen the one out of like the Green Knight?
Yes.
Yes,
It looks
kind of
like that
like
one.
that. Kind of like that.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys are both in there, and they're kind of going at half speed. All right. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And he shows like these 8 different positions. Mike, are there any moves that you would like to make in this moment? Or are you just going to have Sir Edward follow your lead?
Ooh, ow. Do I want to make a character move? Yes. I think I'm, as much as this fucking is horrible and hurts, injure someone unintentionally because I thought he was going to make a knight because we were working on a knight.
Right. And this is a weak move, right?
Yes, so I gain a token
Yeah,
from this.
and then you go in and for the 9th, and you sweep his legs, and he just sort of like, oh, boom, and he falls ass over tea kettle. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. As he gets up, and everyone just kind of swarms around, and he's like, oh, I forgot about the 9th, didn't I?
You did.
And they kind of get him up, and it takes like 3 or 4 people. Eleanor, what is Eleanor doing?
Eleanor has been listening this whole time, just kind of watching the drama unfold, but like also reading her lines and kind of like low-key judging the way the script is written. Like, you know how like, oh, this is really shitty. Like, I don't like. Cause she just.
Is she writing notes where she's like, "We're gonna do this instead"?
Oh,
Like,
I mean, she.
you can tell this was written by the Battle Pageant guys,
Right.
and not by Sir Edward, who has theater experience.
I think that like Eleanor is just kind of like she's making notes, but she's not rewriting the script. Like she's still gonna say the same
Mhm.
lines, but she's like planning on how to like make them
Say
better within that framework. So
Right.
like, oh, like how do I say this? What can I do? What's the what context can I put in here to make it not suck so much? You know?
Underlining emphasized words.
Yeah, like kind of in that
Yeah.
situation. And kind of just waiting for them to do the run through, but also she's keeping an eye on the time as well, because she has to be at opening gate and she still has to get dressed. So
Yes.
she's kind of like, I super don't have time for this. Like, if I can get out of the sooner I can get out of here, the better, you know?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, Edward just falls, flips ass over tea kettle. Pardon my French. After
What's that?
getting accidentally injured by
I'm sorry.
I would say like
Anatole.
Oh my god! And when this happened, she thinks that it was a rehearsal, and maybe she wasn't
Yeah.
they were not paying attention, work against her, and she immediately goes, "Oh no, my hero! How could you?" And
And,
she
like-
the script.
Pete's not getting that what's supposed to happen either. He lets out an involuntary huzzah for Mike.
You see this exact face on Anatole, and it's just like,
Ooh, but I sit back down.
And people kind of swarm, and Edward is just like, I forgot the ninth.
I'm
Yeah.
helping him up.
Yeah. He's like, okay. I'm gonna go sit there. Y'all do the run through because Eleanor's got to get to gate
Yeah.
sooner rather than later. Okay, so I'm just gonna sit, and you see someone come in and bring an ice pack and put it on his leg. You see a ugly welt on the side of his leg from the dulled sword.
Mm.
And
Do you need me to cover you
Rupert.
on your end?
no, it's fine. And at that point, everybody kind of calms down. There's a quick run through of the dialogue. Edward is like, Rupert, run us through. And Rupert is one of Edward's squires.
It has to be now.
Understudy.
Understudy. And it's just sort of everybody just sort of runs through, and at a certain point, Pete and Mike are asked if they would. Actually, does Eleanor ask Mike and Pete, because they're both in her camp, to walk her back so she doesn't go by herself unescorted?
Yeah, I'd say hey, do you want to walk back together? I still got to get dressed, but I don't want to walk by myself.
Of course.
Okay. And that is how we're going to wrap up morning notes.
Yeah.
The three of you are heading back to the encampment, and the morning notes phase of our journey has ended.
Mhm.
As the dream, I'm going to make the mundane magical. Laverna, as you are baking and you open this beautiful, you have this oven, right? Like an industrial oven, but the outside of it has been retrofitted so it looks old-timey. So you have it's not real brick. It's it was a gift from another baker. And the outside of it looks like stone. It looks like an old stone, but the inside of it is literally you roll in your industrial oven into this thing,
Yeah.
plug it into your solar generator, which is also like covered with like, you know, a case that looks like a crate that you just sort of put over it, and then you can put like cloth over that. And then you've got, and just to kind of, and that's just in case anybody's peeking from behind, but you also have like, you know, big canvas walls, you know, that kind of like block the sight, and you're like pulling out, and as you open it up, the smoke like roils out of the oven and you get hit with the smell, but then the smoke is bigger, floats in the air, and starts to dance scintillatingly down the road, almost like it's gotten a life of its own, as leaves start dancing around in the wind. And from like half a football field away, as you're traveling through the forest, walking past Pete's tent down the footpath, going towards the Merchant's Bazaar, you smell Laverna's baking. Iris, you also are getting everything set up. You're also getting Eleanor's like private corner set up for her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with the rest of her dress and the rest of her things. Because you kind of have folded it into your morning routine to kind of put her stuff out at the same time you're putting your stuff out.
Right.
You get this down like a science. And you see this cloud of Laverne that like you know where it's from, but it doesn't do that. Normally it just kind of quietly drifts into the camp and you just smell it. This is flying almost like a djinn.
Okay. Yeah.
In the sky towards the forest.
I think Iris's first response is, "Oh God, the booth is on fire."
I think that's Lavette's
Like,
first
that
thought
is
to
like-
her. She's
so-
like, "Oh shoot, what's on fire?"
She runs, so she like drops what she's doing and runs over to Laverna's booth and says, "Laverna, are you all right? Do I need to call the firefighters?"
Laverna's just like, I don't know, honey. I opened the oven. I double checked. Nothing is on fire. I've checked. Wires are good. Everything's good. I don't know what that was.
Well, yeah, that was what was kind of confusing. Site crew's usually pretty good about setting up this kind of stuff, but I was worried, you know.
We're okay. I'm a little worried about that. I'll make sure to double check my oven. Make sure it's good to go. But
I mean, it looks like the smoke is headed towards the forest, which is a little strange to me.
that is also a little concerning. I hope it doesn't start a fire. My word.
Is there any weak moves that the two of you would like to do in this moment while you're panicking?
Let me take
Yes.
what moves I have.
You know what?
Because I feel like your characters are really in an emotional moment right now, and this is exactly the kind of time.
You know what? I would like to do one. I would like to tell a clever lie rather than an interesting truth.
Okay.
Ooh.
And I'll just be like, you know what? It must have been that new sugar I picked up from the market the other day. Must have been that caused that.
And I think I would like to use the move, what is the harshest thing I can say right now?
Okay, here question moves. So here is the great thing about question moves. So instead of a perception check or an insight check like you would traditionally do in D&D or a dice game, we have question moves. And question moves you ask to another player or a setting element, and you get the information both above table. So you can ask it above table. You can ask it below table, like in character or out of character. But the knowledge will be brought in character.
Okay.
So you're essentially, it's Iris can say this out loud, but in this case it wouldn't make sense, right? Vixie is asking this question of Baker about Laverne.
Yeah.
So it's like you're reading her, but of course, the knowledge that you get from it, then you get to decide whether Iris says it out, says the thing that Laverne Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. So what's the harshest thing I can say to you right now?
Oh, are you sure?
You have to be honest.
I know, and like, are you sure you didn't mess up the recipe?
Okay.
Because she has so
Okay.
much anxiety with making this for years that maybe she might go into anxiety attack. She'll be like, "Did I mess up the recipe?
And I
Was
think,
it my fault?"
And I think Iris in her infinite wisdom will say, "Oh, well, bless your heart, honey. Did you put in too much sugar this time? You know it burns so easily."
You see her just go. I am going to forget you said that.
Love.
I bought some new sugar. That probably is what caused it.
And so what you're saying is the sugar's second rate?
I only get the finest ingredients. You know this.
Well, obviously not if you're setting stuff on fire, love.
Nothing is on fire.
These are over here like God. They're in a
I am going to.
Like she's just
Introduce.
looking at you, just like.
Iris has just got her hands full of like, I promise you.
Yes.
Do
What
something
would you
with
like
it.
to do, Mike?
Okay, there is something that I want to do with the populace.
We're having fun. We're just like, excuse.
Oh, we're having fun.
Me.
Hold on, I gotta grab my headphones.
Can I say that somebody overhears this conversation?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
no.
Would you
I
like
want
to
to-
play them, or would you like me to play them?
I want to start drama with the populace.
All right.
Oh. Mm.
So while that's going on, can I also use a weak move? Because I see the smoke billowing towards the forest, and I realize I haven't had a cigarette yet, so I'm going to wander off alone to go smoke.
All right. One moment. I gotta put my headset at because the earbuds are dying.
Oh no!
It happens. It happens.
Oh man, we're just drama. Is it me? Am I the drama?
I don't think I'm the drama. I just love that. Excuse you? Just.
I would also, if I have to make an NPC, I would also like to play them.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. So let's go ahead and do the turn order. So first, the smoke drifts away. We have the interaction back at camp. One of the things about the smoke on the road with Eleanor and with Mike, the smoke doesn't smell like it's burning. It smells enticing. It smells like Laverna's baking. It doesn't look enticing. It looks like a sentient cloud of smoke. Uh-oh, wait, what was that?
We had just had a follow.
Oh, hey, awesome. Thank you for following. Awesome. So
Pete will go on
and-
record and say Laverna's baking is the only good part about family Christmas.
Right. So Pete, you're going off by yourself to smoke a cigarette.
Yeah.
Take a token, and then the populace are starting drama. Do you want to play that member of the populace, or would you like me to play the member of the populace?
Can there be two?
Yeah, sure. They can be two members of the populace. Who do we want them to be? Who do we want to duo in as?
Ooh, who do you want to be the first? Who do you want to be? For, like,
Okay,
the
well
gender?
let me go ahead and look at the chart. So one of the things when we make a member of the populace, we have a list, like a really cool, like little like list of genders that we pick that are similar to the ones for the PCs, but are a little more diverse.
Mhm.
I feel like we're really getting into the meat of things. Here we go. All right. Each member of the populace gets two genders. I am going to create Herald, not as in heraldry, but as in like herald. And yeah, I'm gonna do Herald the Jester.
Nice.
And their gender is gonna be they are a sharp actually no. We're gonna do Thomas. And they're gonna be a sharp minstrel.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
Like, all right, how about you?
I want to say Joanna, and Joanna is like minor nobility in this. And it's just like, I want to say like Butch Courtier.
Butch Courtier?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right, so Butch Courtier Joanna and Sharp Minstrel Thomas walk up, and Thomas is gonna be like, is there, Laverna, do you need, like, Iris, are you talking crap about Laverna's baking? You're like her guildmate. That's rude.
Not at all, Sugar. I was just talking about what might have caused the flames, or rather the smoke coming out of Laverna's booth.
She's running a bakery, Iris.
Now, honey, it's okay. She's just being concerned, even though she knows I get the finest of ingredients.
Except for today, apparently.
Do we talk about your dress over there made with modern silk? Do we bring that up now?
First of all, the silk is not modern. That is a genuine 100% silk weave. Now, while I might use machines in my sewing, I take great care in my selection of fabrics. Don't come at me with whether or not I use second-rate materials. We can't all go to Costco and pick things up, Laverna.
I am so texting everybody in the group chat.
Oh yeah, this is Joanna just is like.
Joanna's just like, oh. I
what?
get my ingredients passed down and shipped from all around the world, dearie.
Well, apparently not your sugar, honey.
Okay, gate is about to open. Both of you.
Be calm. Be calm. Get along.
We cannot have the fairies arguing. Fighting. So get it together.
And you see on Joanna's phone, Faye, fight.
There's like a little crowd coming around the booths, and it's all guildies at this point, right? Like none of the patrons are patrons, and people are just like, "Oh, is this a new skit?" Like, just like
all right,
getting excited. And at that point, I think Eleanor and does Eleanor and Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Do you follow Pete into the woods, or are you both just more focused on, you know what, Eleanor's got to change? I'm pretty sure Eleanor's still in a hurry.
Yeah.
But Pete just pulled out a pack of cigarettes and walked off.
Eleanor looks at Anatole and says, I don't know what you want to do, but I have to be at opening gate in like the next 15 minutes, and I still got to finish getting dressed. I don't know if you've been around Jacob when he's pissed off, but I don't. So I'm out. Just make sure, like, I don't even know what he's going to do. You're not his keeper, so I'm out. I'll see you later.
Okay.
You have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you around. All right? Okay. Bye. And like,
Please
and
stay safe.
Red Tunic follows.
Yeah. Not about Red Tunic.
Yeah.
I didn't.
And I'm like trying to find Pete in the middle of the fucking woods.
All right. Okay. Who has the forest?
I do.
He does.
You do.
He
Okay.
does.
So Pete doesn't interact directly with the forest, but the forest can directly interact with Mike. So while there's all of this drama going back and divergence between I'm gonna do a quick thing as the dream, and then if you could do me a favor, Ronin, take a look at the forest and let me know if you have any ideas for what happens with Mike. But I'm going to introduce a supernatural minor character as the dream. As while the two of you are going back and forth and this crowd is going around, just Iris and Laverne and nobody else see a little blue hand, spindly and long, come from around the oven and snatch one of the pieces of bread off of the tray and puts it behind.
Yoink.
I take it back, Iris. Your baking's the best, apparently.
What the?
Does the populace head off at that point, Jelly? Now that they're not fighting anymore?
I think they would. I think they would as soon as they're like not fighting. It was just like, oh, well, this gets over. Okay.
Yeah.
The rest of the other people that work there are just like, this ain't good.
Okay. Cool.
Did someone lose their kid? What?
Do we want to know? I mean, if we saw it, no, we didn't.
You do hear that noise.
I think at this point she is going to investigate because maybe it's someone who's really hungry. So I think she would just like look over and be like,
I swear to the Lord, Laverna, if you end up in a Fey ring, she follows because she's
Yeah.
she's the
we'll
friend.
figure it out. You know what? They might be. Who knows? Who knows? Hello? She like moves the cart like slightly to look behind.
So you look behind, and on the side in your encampment, because you've got like the big canvas walls, kind of, you know, where your tent is,
Right.
all the tables and everything, it has to be about maybe 2.5 feet tall. Blue skin, long spindly arms, huge ears, a big nose, cute little eyes, wearing a tunic that looks like it's been woven out of fresh leaves, big webbed feet, like almost like a platypus or a duck, but it's all blue, little spindly hands, and it's just eating one of your biscuits with the crumbs everywhere. And it's got wide, like, blue, like dark, midnight blue eyes. And it's just kind of eating, and then it stops. And it looks up at the two.
I did not have the mushrooms this morning. I swear. Please, please tell me you see it too.
Laverne, we are having an what's called an otherworldly experience, I think, and maybe we should just back away slowly before whatever this is decides one biscuit is not enough, and maybe taking a couple of older women.
I have other food. It's hungry.
You want to feed the supernatural entity sitting behind your oven?
I would like to figure
says something in some strange language.
That obviously doesn't speak something that we understand.
It could look. It's hungry. We could just be having one of those episodes. Maybe someone spiked our coffee this morning. It's happened before. Remember Vegas?
You know what kind of sugar you put in those pastries?
I just put
He has like some
hello.
jelly is dribbling off of it because these are the croissants that
Oh,
Pete
that's
likes so much.
unsettling.
that are
That's
filled with
red
raspberry.
jelly. No,
It's raspberry. The raspberries are in season.
that doesn't exactly make the most appealing image of a strange otherworldly creature. Laverne.
Meanwhile, in the forest,
Just like I don't know what to do.
Above
By
the
the
table,
way-
guys, I'm motherfucking knocking.
So
That is I am going to adopt this thing.
Laverne and Iris, do not feel cut off as players. You still have setting elements. So if you want to mess with Mike as well, I'm gonna give Pete. I'm gonna give Pete, of course, first dibs because Pete stopped smoking, and Pete's player is the forest. So forest, do you have
So,
any moves that you would like to take as Mike is looking for Pete?
I kind of would like to string a couple together if that's okay.
Sure, absolutely.
All right. So the second
Just make sure
Mike-
that everyone else gets a chance to.
all right. Well, it's sort of just like a vibe thing. So
Mhm.
one of the moves is make someone feel watched. So I think when Mike enters the woods looking for Pete, it's just that feeling that he's being observed. And it's going to demand an offering or a sacrifice.
So what does that feel like? Like, is it just sort of like, if you were in the GM seat and you wanted the forest to communicate with Mike, how does it happen? And it's not like the dream, right? Where it's a little straightforward.
Mhm.
It's old.
I want to say like the noises change. Like normally in a forest, there's like a few random noises, a low general hum, but like everything else feels silence, and all of a sudden there's like twigs snapping in all different directions, and like in random bursts that almost feel like SOS or like a telegraph in a sense. It's like snap, 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 snap. And then off in another part of that same pattern will repeat itself. And every time Mike turns a corner that he thinks is going to lead him to the trail of cigarette smoke he's been following, he ends up in a spot he didn't intend to be. Like he's being turned around.
I would like to build upon this with a setting element that I have,
Mhm.
which is, oh my god, where is it? Offer hospitality via food and drink. I think that as you're like running through the forest trying to figure out where you are, you come upon what looks like a table that's been set for tea. Tea for two, and like it's got one of the little like sort of Lazy Susan style tiered trays that has like tea sandwiches and sweets and chocolates and things of that nature, and a hot pot of tea that's so hot that the steam is kind of coming out the spout still. Just waiting on this little.
Could I add to that with my move?
Yes.
Oh,
What's your
no.
move?
All right, so my move is I can create a minor character who is a vendor of service. So I would like to have like this little, it looks like a rabbit just holding a pot of tea, and it's just like in a suit, like just holding a thing of tea, just looking at him and just like,
You want a peep? Would you like a peep, young? I don't know what you are.
just gesturing to the pot, and it's just gesturing to the table, just like,
I'm going to sit down, and I'm also going to give him a little peep.
Yes.
All right. Does the forest feel satisfied with this peep as an offering?
It does.
Hesitation. Everybody's sweating.
Yeah. I am me look at the dream because y'all have set me up great. Thank you so much.
Oh,
I am going to present a call to adventure. And I'm going to play this rabbit. If that's okay, babe.
Yep. You know what? You go right ahead. If you have an idea, roll with it.
So, friend, I appreciate the peep.
Oh shit, you can talk.
Well, of course I can talk. I'm a rabbit in a vest. It would be strange if I could. Your friend who has my name, is a little bit deeper in the woods. And there is something strange going on. I didn't used to be able to talk before, not like this. And
what?
When I offered hospitality, it usually isn't like this.
What does it usually look like?
I don't know. Typically, I offer tea in a tree stump. And usually the cups are not made of porcelain, they're made of wood. Something is changing the spirits of the forest.
Okay.
I don't quite know what it is, but I think that the person who has my name, will probably be able to help in some way. Also, a strange blue-skinned creature that I don't recognize left the forest and headed towards where you humans are.
I point from like that direction where I came from, or towards more people.
The direction, towards your camp. Like, oh,
Okay.
silly me, that way. And they point through the forest, relatively back towards Merchant's Row. And I don't recognize that spirit. And I sense that perhaps you have to figure out a way to get it back to the forest. Otherwise, it might cause some mischief.
Okay. Do you mind if I do something really quickly?
Sure.
What are you calling?
Iris, Laverne, either one of you pick up.
You're both staring at this creature.
As you're staring at the creature, the phone rings.
Oh my
And he
god.
goes, ah! He grabs another bread off of it and runs away, terrified of whatever noise the phone is making. And you can see that it's Mike. It says Mike, and there's like a photo of him in like armor.
I knew I should have set this thing on vibrate earlier. Laverne, that's your friend now. That's your problem. It likes your baked goods. You want to deal with it. I'll be right here. Mike's probably having a conniption somewhere.
Oh god, just watch the shop.
Iris, please, I need your help lacing up the back.
You like.
You hear Eleanor from your half of the
Give me the
camp.
phone. Give me the phone. Go.
Take the phone. Oh my god. All right, hold on, Eleanor. I'm coming. Let me. What a time for
I know. I just don't want to see Jacob pissed off, and I have to be at the front gate in like 10 minutes.
I'm coming. Calm down. And she goes over to help Eleanor get laced into her corset, or rather her bodice. She's not wearing a corset because the bodice is pre-bone. She doesn't have to wear a corset.
Absolutely.
But yes.
He would know what none of that means.
Right. Do you Laverne, you answer the phone?
Yeah, just answer the phone, running after this thing, like, come back! No, it's okay! Hello?
When you go out, you see it like heading like down the footpath towards the forest, back towards where like the battle pageant meeting is. How do you respond, Mike?
Laverne, one.
Yes.
Did you put any mushrooms in any baked goods today?
Not this morning. This is not adult-only weekend. This is not adult-only weekend. There's nothing in that.
There's a weird fucking rabbit talking to me. I swear to God, I took my meds. I'm not joking. It said there's this little blue thing that ran from the woods out to where you guys are. Please, God, help.
Funny story. That thing was in my bakery and ate one of my things and is now running towards your guys' battle meeting.
That's it.
And as all this chaos is going on, Pete, you found a nice, comfortable tree
Oh God,
to
Pete,
lean
no.
back against, pull out a cigarette, light it up. I'm gonna make the mundane magical. As the smoke exhales, and all of a sudden it's all of these different colors. And it just starts drifting into the air. And then the smoke forms a face. And it looks at you and says, "Do you want to go on a quest?"
Oh,
And that is where we're going to take our break.
freaking incredible. All right. Well,
Pete, who did eat the mushrooms for breakfast.
oh my goodness.
We're going to be taking a break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Please get water, get snacks, take a bathroom break, and take care of yourselves.
Yeah.
And we'll be back soon.
We'll see you soon.
See you. See ya.
All right, we're back. So, last we left
This
off,
weird lighting going on.
Pete the
Did I just do
pirate
that?
newcomer. Pete the pirate was taking a smoke break in the woods by themselves when the smoke manifested and became multicolored and then formed a face that looked at Pete and said, "Would you like to go on a quest?"
He's gonna stare at it for a second and like go through, just mentally catalog what he's done through the day. It's like way too early to be having hallucinations like this. But he'll like think about it for a second. He'll finish his cigarette. He pulls out like a little, like an Altoids tin out of his pocket.
Oh my god,
Puts-
Altoids.
Puts the cigarette out, puts it in the tin like he's not just flicking the cigarette down in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "I'm listening."
Oh no.
One of my servants that is most eager to meet your kind is off to run amok. And an annoying rabbit is trying to interfere. Find my servant. He's blue-skinned. His name is Talik. And tell him that his mistress is quite cross with him.
Okay.
Make sure he comes to the waterfall in the heart of the forest. And you will be rewarded as the smoke forms into a hand and caresses the side of your face. Do you promise?
Taking this an amazing stride.
Oh my god.
Do you promise?
Yeah, I promise. Talik, his mistress is angry. Bring him back. Waterfall, center of the field. Center of the forest.
And then the smoke vanishes and just goes off into the wind.
He'll get up, kind of dust himself off, like brush off leaves and stuff, and just take a second just to take in the beauty that is a forest being itself, you know, like the sun breaking through in patches, and just a gentle breeze that will flow through one from time to time. And without mentally knowing he's leaving an offering, he does, because he stands up in one of those croissants. It's just set on the stump next to him, and he just walks off without it.
As you walk away, a hand that looks like it's made out of leaves and branches appears by the tree trunk, wraps its hand around the pastry, and pulls it in.
Whoa. Whoa.
It's at that point, Pete, as you start heading back, you hear Mike talking hysterically in the middle, and you hear him before you see him. Do you head over towards that direction?
What
Yeah.
do you mean? What do you mean he ran away?
Wait, I actually can help with this. I mean that it stole some pastry and it ran away. It is going to your guys' meeting place. It likes the raspberry croissants. I'm just happy I'm not high and other people can see it and know what the hell I'm talking about.
Okay, I heard that there was the fucking rabbit wants me to fucking grab him and bring him back. I don't. What?
Ah!
Could I?
You hear that voice, Pete, as you come upon a clearing that has a table with tea set up, and there's a rabbit that's standing up, wearing a vest, and And the rabbit like looks up at you and it's like, ah, the person with my name.
Oh, Pete! Thank God!
Who named a rabbit Pete?
Peter Cottontail! Peter Cottontail!
No, I guess it kind of
Somebody
makes sense.
obviously didn't grow up with stories as a child.
Oh God. For Pete's sake.
Yeah. First off, I mean, you're really pulling off that dinner vest. It's pretty smart on you.
Why, thank you. It's not every day one gets complimented by a pirate.
I mean, that's a shame. We should fix that, I guess. Everyone deserves
I
compliments.
do love compliments. I've collected so many of them. And he kind of waves over to like this little like candy dish that has like compliments, like a little note on it that says compliments. And it's like filled with like pieces of the strangest looking candies that you have ever seen. And they're not strange because of their shape or their size, but their colors. The colors are all very similar to kind of that kaleidoscopic colors that all the smoke turned into when the entity talked to you.
Pete's been to enough raves and clubs to know not just to reach into the bowl of candy. He's gonna look at Mike, because he only heard like Mike's half of the conversation. It's like he ran away, and Pete's gonna go, I didn't run away. I just smoked a cigarette.
No,
Like, am I in trouble?
little tiny blue guy ran away from your aunt.
Oh yeah, Travel, right? Travel? Is that his name? Trammel?
Alec.
Trallic. Little T.
Trallic,
Yeah, we gotta get that guy. We gotta take him into the woods.
Oh, it has a name.
yeah. Trallic.
That's exciting.
Yeah. His
Well-
mistress is like real pissed off about it.
I wonder if it has a mistress.
Yeah, like it. Yeah, it's made out of smoke, or maybe it lives in my
Huh.
cigarettes. I don't know how all this works. This is my first festival.
Well, things have been strange ever since all of you have set up camp in such large numbers. I didn't used to be able to, well, I mean, I could talk, but not like this. And I didn't wear this, and I didn't have that. This is all very strange. The spirits of the forest are alarmed.
Do we know why?
Oh, I was just explaining to this knight here that things are changing. There's some sort of strange spirit that's taken residence in the woods. It's warped and changed us.
Does it have
What do you-
anything to do with waterfalls?
I mean, I haven't been to the waterfall at the heart of the forest for some time. It's a sacred place, not one for everyday spirits, such as myself, to be traipsing around.
Ah.
At least not without specific purpose.
Then maybe don't do that. But the smoke person said I have to take little T to the waterfall.
Well, I wish you both luck. I'm going to have myself some tea before I wait for the next traveler that needs advice. Just gets up and he just hops up on the chair, pours
Have a couple
himself
more
some
peeps.
tea. Oh, thank you so much. The forest appreciates it.
Where do you
Thank you.
store all of those?
Oh, they're still in the box. They're still in the box. I
Yeah,
got, like
they've
the
been-
massive box.
Yeah. So, the two of you, you start making your way back towards the camp.
I'm still on the phone with like
You can
Remember that.
hear your nephew vaguely, pretty good microphone on the cell phone.
Yeah. You hear things like, I probably should have asked, like, if he likes treats, or like, if there's a way to call him.
He apparently likes the raspberry stuff that your aunt makes.
Well, I mean, who doesn't? That doesn't narrow any things down.
At this point, because I'm chasing this thing, could I expend one of my tokens?
Yes. What move would you like to do?
One of my tokens is I can spot a friend in a crowd, and I would like to find my friend, the head of the knights, just to look at him and be like, catch it!
You spot okay. Reginald. So Reginald. The knight captain. And kind of on his way gate and leaving his camp, and then you say, catch him! And he was like, whoa, what in the seven? Okay, and he like heads over, and he heads the creature off of the pass and goes to grab him, and the creature leaps up into the air with supernatural alacrity, and your friend, the Sir Reginald, like face plants in the ground, and it somersaults, lands on the ground, and keeps going while it's still eating.
Could I expend another token?
Absolutely.
I have two.
Well,
I would like to use my make an offer they can't refuse.
ooh, good
What do you
one.
say?
I'm gonna look at it and be like, hey, I have fresh raspberry croissants that just came out of the oven.
It stops. Is the noise gone? It says in
Yes.
English as it goes full
Yes.
stop and looks over.
The noise is gone. How about you come with me and I will get you a special treat?
That sounds great. And while he's distracted, in order to also honor the first token you spent,
Yeah.
Reginald catches him.
Okay. Don't hurt him, Reginald.
Okay, let's get back to your shop so none of the patrons see this thing.
Probably a good
And-
idea. What's your name, little one?
Bluey.
Bluey? Oh my god. Okay, Bluey. How about we get you some special treats?
That
And you can tell
sounds great. Not too tight. Look,
Yeah, that's
Just
that's
imagining this.
for the
What?
tightness is for later. Just like you're walking.
Iris, like a whiz, you get Eleanor dressed, ready, looking fresh, and a couple of people from the guild show up with like an actual like wheeled like cart to speed up the no. It's the 21st century. A really cool golf cart rolls up with a big suit, and she's able to like get her skirts up. She's like, "Oh, thanks, thank you so much, Iris. I'll see you at Progress, okay?
Yeah, of course. You'll see me at Progress.
I'll make sure to go past the booth.
Oh, right. Don't
And
forget to wave.
I won't. Thank you." And then the golf cart goes off, so she can get to front gate on time.
You don't let that girl sometimes dealing with a kick in the head, except it's much sweeter.
It's at that point you see Laverna, Sir Reginald holding the creature like at the edge of camp, and from another direction, Mike and
Goddess, give me strength. Today is not the day to mess with Iris. All right. She gathers herself and makes sure she has her chatelaine and her tools on her, and she starts. She sees Mike and Pete approaching and waves them over, and then starts walking towards Laverne. And Reginald. I don't know if do I know Reginald? Am I like?
Yes, he's the captain of the guard.
Okay, cool.
The night captain.
I see you. You caught it. Laverne.
Yeah. Its name is Bluey.
I think it's lying.
Your name
No,
is lying.
it's not.
Your-
His name's Talik.
didn't
Hey,
look
Tyler.
like
It
that,
looks
Bluey dear.
genuinely terrified that you said its name. Oh.
Yeah. Your forest mommy said I gotta take you to the waterfall. Can't stay out here.
How
She's
did
really
we...
angry.
Hold on
Are
a
you a little
second.
knocking?
Hold on a second, Pete. My darling, my sweet, my beloved. What in the hell is going on?
I don't know. Isn't it part of the fair?
Okay. I think I can
No.
explain.
Bluey
I-
whistles at that, and that we'll get back to you, Jelly. But they whistle, and there's like a cool like sigil that appears on your tunic that has got beautiful, like, intricate Celtic knotwork on it, and it's like out of light just appears, and then it just fades, and then it's just kind of block printed on the fabric. But it was not block printed before. Iris, you know how block printing works. It takes time, and it just appeared.
Iris rubs her temples and like, my love, Pete, darling. You realize the show doesn't start till cannon goes off, right?
And it's at that point
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
The
of course
cannons
of course I knew that.
go off.
He did
Oh
not know that.
no.
Darling, none of this is part of the show. You are, quote an old Nigerian phrase, wisdom is chasing you, but you're faster.
He looks oddly pleased, like it's a compliment.
Strange things. Okay. I don't want to come off as a skeptic here because we've been working the fair for a very long time, and strange things have been happening in that forest for years after hours, but nothing like this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
So-
Mike. You have something to say?
Can I hold the little knocking guy?
All right, this is not a petting zoo. This is a creature that could be...
No. We have to take it back to the waterfall.
Oh,
Yeah, his boss is pissed.
Mm-hmm.
oh my goddess. Laverne, have I gone insane? Is this a dream? Did you put something in the cross? Was
Why does everybody
hallucination?
Not today. Not today. I made sure
I-
that is for tonight, and that is for alone time. That is not. No.
This isn't like when you brought those brownies to Easter, right?
I'm going to empower a spell or ritual with myth.
Ooh.
And the ritual of making an offering or a promise to a fae, suddenly, Laverne, you feel like now that you're near the bakery, like everything in your being is telling you, I need to feed this thing. I made a promise.
Yeah, Vern will go straight up there and just start getting the thing that they promised.
Okay, what does it look like? Does it look natural? Do you just do it to keep everyone calm, or, and I'm asking you as the player, or is this like a scary, like you're being puppeted? Like, what does it look like? I'm gonna leave it up to you.
I'm gonna say it's gonna look natural because again, she is like an auntie. She's like the older, so she likes to feed people. So it's just like second nature to her. So like she's having this full blown conversation as she's pulling stuff out. Be like, no, I swear, I saved it for the other day. It's like, here you go, sweetie. And then you just like continue on.
Its hands reaches out and at that point, Reginald like sets him on the table, and
I'm gonna need to sterilize that later.
like steps back with his hands up and keeping his eye on it, and it starts eating the pastry.
Well, thank you so much, Reginald. Your help was just very much appreciated. Aren't you a peach?
Mike, keep an eye on this thing. Make sure neither of these ladies are hurt. I'm gonna go to the front gate. Do you need anything else? Do you need any more help? I don't know how I feel with this strange creature. Like, the patrons are coming in.
Okay, as long as he doesn't find a fiddle, he's fine.
What?
I think I know what he is.
You know what? I have something in my booth for this. I'm gonna go get it. I'll be back. And she goes over to her booth. And I do have a move that I would like to use. Because I have one token that I can spend. Mm-hmm. And I would like to craft a spelled item using my craft.
Ooh.
Yes. All right. Okay.
I think what she does is she makes another little kind of button or pin similar to the one that Mike already has. Mm-hmm. And she gives it to Laverne. And she says, "Here you go. There's some holly berries on there. They're supposed to be quite good at repelling fae. In this case, it's much more protective. So if it tries to cast any type of unsavory spell, it'll just go to Pete. Because between the two of you, I'd rather have the person with the brain cells. No offense, Pete, darling. You're such a pretty face."
I guess if her like, "Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate it. I don't see any harm that's gonna come from me, but I will wear the pin just because it's a lovely gift."
My darling, as someone who is a practicing Wiccan, I'm very familiar with a few of the Celtic traditions, and it's my understanding that the Fae can be sometimes unintentionally harmful. At least this way, we know you'll be all right.
I appreciate.
He's not lying.
Your
you
craft
should believe
is,
the sorceress.
Your craft is always so beautiful. So no matter what, I shall cherish it forever.
Thank you. Sorceress is such a strong word. I prefer tailor. Thank you very much.
Tailor, sorceress, artisan. The way you mortals weave magic. It's impressive. More. He holds his little hand.
I like grab a whole bag. It's like, we saved this for the waterfall.
Okay, well, maybe we...
But there's people here. And I always wanted to meet people. Well, I guess y'all are people.
I was gonna say, you're meeting us.
Oh my goddess, are you saying that you decided to break the rules of your higher up, shall we say, because you wanted to go to a party?
No!
You wanted to meet some people and have a little bit of fun?
I mean, yes. His eyes are like gleaming. This is sort of like, you get the vibe that this creature, like, has no sense of truth or lies or anything. Like, 1 minute it's being truthful, the next minute it's like telling you what you want to hear. It is all over the place. Are there any question moves people would like to use?
Oh man.
Strong, weak or strong if you have a token, or regular?
Oh, how can I make you feel safe and that spends a token?
Oh, keep him as far away from the waterfall until after he's met a bunch of people and sown a bunch of
Would you?
Or rather, let me shorten that a bit. Don't bring him to the waterfall until after sun.
Okay.
You have a feeling that above table is how he will feel protected and safe. Because if you take him back immediately, he's gonna go into panic mode. Now, how your character knows this in the fiction, it's totally up to you as a player.
Okay. Well, buddy. I am 20% sure that you have a fiddle somewhere near that waterfall, and you probably don't want to go back to playing it yet.
No.
And yes or no, would you like to go jesting?
Is that when you tell jokes
Different
and you
thing.
get to harvest laughter from people?
Oh,
Different thing. You get cheers from this one.
Oh, did you say jousting? I thought you said
Yeah.
jesting.
Jousting.
I've always wanted to joust.
Is this a good idea?
As long as I put him underneath like my tunic, he gets to have fun.
right. I think that maybe it seems like Mr. Bluey Tolic, or whatever your name is, might be
When you say
looking for
Tolic, he goes,
might be
You're afraid
looking,
of that, aren't you?
might be looking for a bit of a vacation from his day job, if you will. So I think that it's a very good idea, Mike, that you take him around the show.
Okay. Okay. Iris, do you have a disguise for this little guy?
Darling, I have everything in my booth. You just give me 1 minute. And you, stand up straight. Looks at Tolic, and she says this. And she just kind of gives him an eye. All right, well, you got to let me know when you broke that arm, because that's a little bit longer than the rest of you. And then, I see you carry your weight on your right side, so that means that that's going to have to be adjusted. And yeah, you're, all right, I think I might have something.
Iris, like, I know that you're like a genius and real magical with this stuff, but we might be overthinking it. Like, can't it just ride on his shoulder like it's one of those puppet dragons they sell down at the bottom of the fair?
My darling, are you trying to sleep outside my tent tonight?
I mean, if you're
gosh.
into that, yeah, I'll give it a shot.
No, Goddess, don't mess with an artist when they are working.
All right.
Take a token, because I know that there's a weak move in the newcomer. Was it
Ask a
Yeah.
is it asking I know
clarifying question. Ask a clarifying question.
Ask a clarifying question. Yeah, take a token.
But I also have that's a regular move, but I also have unintentionally make an enemy or involve myself in drama. So that
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I think you've gotten like 3 of those already.
Yeah, I would say the latter, not the former. This is not an enemy. It's
No.
just,
She's basically saying, like, you sure about what you're talking about, my dude? Anyway, and she's like, all right, just let an artist work, darling. Who do you think outfitted you in that snazzy outfit? Certainly wasn't you. And then she walks to her booth, and she goes and she gets a little outfit that's like perfectly sized for Tolic and his build. And she's like, all right, and she like puts it on him, and now he has like this beautiful Tudor doublet with slops or pumpkin pants and little tights and cute little shoes. Not like Son of Sandler's that have the buckles on them, but more of those. They're not quite Mary Jane's. They're more like the peasanty shoes that are just slip-ons.
Yeah. Turn shoes?
Yeah, the church shoes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then she tops it all off with a little mushroom hat. And she says, we're just going to put that feather in here, and you're going to look smarter than a little church mouse. And she like finishes, and she says, do you want to look at yourself in the mirror, darling?
Uh-huh.
And she holds up a little mirror.
Oh. I want to give you some.
Ooh, for me? Sure.
And I'm going to make a move, which is gift an item of a supernatural nature.
Ooh, okay.
And he reaches over to his little tunic which is kind of folded up in the corner,
Mhm.
and he had like this little bag around his neck. He like takes it, and he pulls out a golden sewing.
Oh my.
I was given this by my mistress's, what's the mortal word for it? Clothier?
Oh. Oh, I see. Like a tailor?
Yes. And he like holds it up, and you can feel the magic emanating off.
Are you sure you want to give me something so precious, darling? I'd hate to upset anyone by accepting this very generous offer.
Oh, I have to. You gave me this this is a gift, right?
Yes, of course, darling.
Then I have to give you a gift.
Oh, I see.
I use this to make my tunic. It can stitch anything.
She reaches out her hand for it. She says,
And he very carefully puts it in your hand, and I'm going to leave it up to you. This fairy has given you a really powerful thread, and he has said it can stitch anything.
right.
What else do you think he means by that? What does Iris sense when she holds it in her hand?
When she holds it in her hand, I think that she senses that it's more than just a regular sewing needle, but she is so single-mindedly focused on clothing making that it doesn't occur to her that maybe this goes beyond clothes, if that makes sense.
Right.
Definitely, she puts it into her little silver chatelaine and says, "That's very gracious of you and most appreciated." And she is very careful not to thank them directly for that gift.
Yeah. All right. So you've dressed up the creature. The market is flooding with patrons. And we're gonna have like a little montage.
Ooh.
During the day, you take this creature out. I want each of you to tell me one fun anecdote that happens during the day before sundown and heading into the forest to his mistress that you have with your fairy friend, just to sort of roll us into our final scene. Let's do a whole bunch of little tiny ones.
Okay.
And you know, what kind of, and you can make a move within the scene, maybe one move a piece, you know, if you like. Kind of explaining this little fae that you take out on a day of fun. Let's go ahead, and we're gonna start with Mike. Just describe to me like what you'd like to do with your friend.
I want to take him jousting, but I also want to offer a moment of intimacy because he's probably never fucking done this.
Yeah.
Any type of human thing is just like, it's okay. It's okay to be scared. It's a big deal.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's okay.
I'll stay in here. And like they get very close to you and you feel their warmth. And as you're jousting, it's like a little bit of fairy magic seeps into you. And you joust the best 3 rounds you ever had.
Hell yeah.
As, you know, shots that should have hit you clean miss, as your horse doesn't become fatigued at all the whole time, no matter how fast of a gallop. Just these little, you know, everyday magic fairy tricks.
I also let him pet Periwinkle, my horse.
Yes.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes. I'm going to jump to Laverna. Laverna,
Yes.
what fun little anecdote happens with your new fae friend before you go into the forest at night, during the day and into the afternoon?
I think I would show them all the merchants, like do the rounds with them, show them all the merchants and everything, and show like the wares, and how everything's in the merchant thing is all trade, so there's not actual money being things. So like showing like, oh, people are trading and everything, as well as maybe taking him to my shop and showing them how she makes the croissants and everything with him, so he knows. So maybe he can make it in the forest if he can.
Right. And it's interesting because like everything that is learned is definitely something that he like knows and understands. Like he is like, this thing is, you get the vibe that it's almost like he stepped out of a storybook.
Ooh.
With how much he gets what's going on in the fair. And you have to close early because so many people are just captivated and charmed by this little guy, that lots of people are coming to your shop. Even when he's not there, they've just heard about it, and you collect all kinds of awesome gossip and make a profit today.
All right, that's great. That's great for me. And whatever for my lore, if anyone comes and buys stuff from me, I get a token. So I can...
Yes. So I'm going to make a call. Because of how you handled the situation, I'm going to give you 3 tokens in this moment to represent.
Yay!
It's typically other players, but it's my game. I can
It's my game. I do what I want.
I can do what I want. And then I'm going to go over to Iris. What's your little montage? Your little special moment? You kind of had one, but you kicked it off. What later in the afternoon happens related to our little friend?
I think that Iris is very good at educating people on historical sewing and what historical costuming is about. And because she is in a historical encampment, that is part of her job. So she is talking about these garments, etc., when Eleanor comes in with the wardrobe malfunction. Basically, she's torn part of her skirt, and she's like, oh, don't worry, darling, I'll take care of this for you. And she whips out this beautiful golden needle, and I would like to use a move here, a weak move, to give myself a token. And when she goes to stitch it back up, she pricks herself and draws blood while she's trying to sew it. And so she's holding a finger up, trying not to bleed on the garment while trying to also stitch it back together.
Okay. So you're stitching it up. And I am going to empower a spell or ritual with me.
Ooh.
And the blood kind of wells up, and then one of the local Kyurgen comes up, and gets you. It's just take a moment. Let me just, and they tape it up for you.
Right.
And the needle glows with an inner light, and then as you go back to fix it, it's like deja vu. The same thing that happened with the tear in your skirt happens again, but this time it's married with your intention, and it's almost like you now know with the needle that it's more than fabric, because it's the tear is completely healed the fabric. The skirt is refreshed, and it feels like you did a replacement of the underboning, and you know you didn't.
Oh my. This is a heck of a tool. And she's
I'm glad you like it. And as you see some of the frolicking fairies, the ones that don't speak, that only communicate in bells, have them on their shoulder, thinking,
just having a blast.
Yeah, the people from the Fae Guild are excited.
Yes, it's very appreciated. It's very appreciated, dear. I was just introduced to how strong it actually is. She's trying to keep her cool and not freak out. And she's like, all right, Eleanor, dear, you're all set. And as soon as she's gone, she goes, Laverne, are you sure that those brownies are where they're supposed to be?
I'm going to ignore you.
And last but certainly not least, for our last montage with the little guy, our last scene, Pete, what kind of fun do you get up to? Do you actually do you have the little guy on your shoulder for a while?
Yeah,
like a dragon puppet.
Yeah, like he walks, he rides around on my shoulder for a bit. I feel like Pete is like so new to this thing, he probably gets all the worst jobs. So he's like lugging bags of potatoes up to the food stands and shit. Mm-hmm. So he gets to do that. But at one point, I would like if it were a movie, there'd be like music playing during the whole thing, and just the two of us would be sitting having a smoke break. He's got a cigarette. I've got a cigarette.
I love that.
I love that. I think at a certain point, he filches some witchy cigarettes, some like herbs and spices from the tobacco stand, which also sells like alternatives for people who are trying to quit. And he rolls you both like little fairy herbal cigarettes. That's like a salad of stuff. And you both like smoke. Yeah, little fairy fatties, and you're both like smoking in the little smoking area that there is.
You're all right,
Jelly, was there something you wanted to add on to the end of that?
I just wanted to say he's probably also eating a raw potato.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Just the giant crunch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Eats it like an apple.
Yeah.
You should try it.
So, for our final moment, the four of you are traveling through the darkness of the woods. The stars are shining bright. You're far away from the city. The song of the forest is echoing all around you. And in the distance, you can see the waterfall. Oh, here we go. Time to face the music.
Oh, buddy, you okay?
No. It's just the story's about to come to an end, and I don't know if I will be here after it's over.
What do you mean?
Wow, I came into being the moment you all came, all of you dreamers.
Oh.
My mistress, me, and I don't think the spirits of the forest like us very much.
That's what I heard from the rabbit. I'll tell you what, little buddy. And let me look at my moves.
Yeah, I want to look at mine too, see if I can do anything.
I have a normal move. Is just ask a clarifying question.
Yeah,
So
go ahead. Ask the
I'm just
question.
gonna ask, like, so you're not always from this forest? Where were you before?
Your dreams. And you arrive at the edge of this beautiful waterfall, which cascades down into a small, it's smaller than a lake. I guess you would call it a lagoon. It's just lagoons kind of sort of imply tropical, and you're not. You're in a deciduous forest.
Right.
But as a pond, as it were, that goes into a large creek. That kind of goes around the entirety of the fair, or the wilderness of the fair. And emerging from the waterfall is a tall, I'm saying, when I say tall, I mean like 10 feet tall woman in long, elegant white and blue robes that are just sort of drenched. And she has long, long white hair. Deep, dark, almost like a polished obsidian skin.
Oh.
And eyes filled with stars. She has a silver crown upon her head, but the crown is wrought of silver leaves, moss, and tiny little white blossoms that look like they've been carved from moonstone, reflecting in the moonlight off of the waterfall. Her features are sharp and long and perfectly symmetrical in a way that is beautiful, but not at all human. She turns and looks at all of you on the shore and motions to a beautiful, polished mahogany violin that sits carefully on the seashore. Ah, the woman says. And you know she's speaking a language you don't know, but you still understand what she's saying in the core of your heart. You have brought back my musician.
Yes, we did. And actually, you know, most musicians like to perform in a sort of costume or some such. I have something that might just fit the bill. And she like pulls out the hat from the outfit that he had been given earlier. And I would like to spend my token to use a strong move called, it's enchanting item, I think. What was it? Enchant any item with one use of your spell. Yeah. So, and she's gonna put it on his head, after she takes the golden needle and says, "Oh, the feather's a little loose. Let me just do this quickly, and you'll be on your way." And then in a very soft whisper that can only be heard by her and Talik and maybe the others if they're close enough, she says, "This should help you come back whenever you want, or at least we're back."
The needle glows with the ancient magic, and a small, gentle smile appears on the woman's face. It is an honor to be in presence of the wise ones. Thank you all for returning my friend. Thank you all. The smell of those raspberry tarts was quite lovely.
You're welcome. I didn't make any tarts.
The croissants.
The croissant.
Oh, yes. I'm glad you enjoyed them, Miss.
You may call me Lady Adelaide.
Lady Adelaide. It's a pleasure to meet you. Your little blue friend has said good things. All good things. All good things.
And I take it that... Pete, the pirate.
Oh, I thought you meant
Thank
the rabbit.
No. Thank you for accomplishing the quest. An
That's what I do.
artisan, a merchant, and a knight. You have interesting friends.
I do. I really do.
Friends?
That's maybe a conversation for later.
He will like openly like take Iris's hand and like kiss the back of it. And I will spend a token to like one of my strong moves is charm someone with your sense of wonder. So I'll use that on Iris.
Yeah, there's something just so wonderful and earnest about the look in his eyes as you realize, he just flubbed up because he's interacting with an archfey.
Iris just remembers how she ended up in this relationship in the first place and just sort of sighs and like lets it go. And she muttered like, "You're lucky, you're cute."
What token would you like
just like in the back, just like, oh dear God.
What token would you like to spend, Anatole? I saw you were holding up a card.
I wanted to share your true and honest feelings.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And I wanted to say that, well, little guy, I'm glad to have met you. And I'm glad to have met all of you.
Oh.
And he like gives this little guy a little hug and a little pat on the back and like sits him down.
He sits down. He picks up his violin. You have until he's finished playing to return to your world. Or you can stay here with me. And then he starts playing.
Time to go! Time to go!
What do
time
you
to
do?
go.
Bye, friend.
Bye!
Hi.
Just running. Working it.
Yeah. And the group makes it, and at this point it starts to get a little scary. The woods start getting bigger. It starts getting darker. Strange fireflies, no, they're not fireflies, they're just wisps of light, are appearing around you as you hear the music, and he keeps playing and playing and playing. You hear it echoing as if it's right next to you. And in the last few notes before it feels like the other world, that the forest is going to swallow you up, you're on the edge of your encampment. A bunch of your fellow guildmates who you managed to keep away from the situation are already lighting lanterns, serving food. Eleanor is there in her mundane clothes and is like, hey, we have like an hour until Fourchette. Are you guys down?
Yeah.
Sure.
And
Honey, yeah, of course.
you reunite with your friends, wondering what other strange things are going to happen for the next 3 days of fair. And with that, we reach the end of our tale.
Woo! Thank you for such a wonderful
Thank
game.
you. I love that so much. It was so much
Great.
fun.
I knew it was a little knocking. I knew it.
I was just like, oh, this thing's adorable. I want to adopt it. And it's like, no, it has to go back to the forest. I'm like, damn it. I can't
Aw.
This is my son, Bluey.
This is my son
Yeah.
now, Bluey.
Bluey.
I like how the Fey Queen went right to the guy that doesn't ask questions to do her dirty.
Automatically, he's like, all right.
It was so good. Well, okay. Let's go ahead and do our little close, our little outro. I've been Okami. I have been your steward, guide, GM. I am the writer of and creator of Fair Season. It has been amazing here to share the story. You can find Fair Season, the second edition Ashcan, on keichiokami.itch.io, where I keep all of my other games as well. You can find me at Keichi Okami on Instagram, and funnily enough, also at keichiokami.itch.io on Blue Sky, because Blue Sky lets you do that. So please, by all means, follow me on Blue Sky, follow me on Instagram, and follow me on Itch. I'm an actual play performer. I'm the steward of House of Dreams on Twitch, where I tell all kinds of my own actual plays and stories, similar to what the amazing Vixie does here at Pocket Dragon Pub. So speaking of Vixie, I'm going to go ahead and popcorn it off to them.
Hey, hey everybody, my name is Vixie Belle and I have been your friendly neighborhood player today at the Pocket Dragon Pub. Thank you so much, Okami, for bringing this game here and playing it here with us here at the Pocket Dragon Pub. If you're interested in getting your own copy of the game, it is now available on itch. The link is at the bottom of the screen, right underneath "'Tis a Fair Season." It has Keichi Okami at .itch.io, fair season-2e. Feel free to type that into your browser, copy paste, whatever you'd like. It will also be on the screen at the end. And I was so excited when I heard about this game because I am a Reni. I used to play the Spanish Princess. Eleanor may or may not have been based on some of my experiences of the show. But yeah, it was a lot of fun to create this game and to be here with this incredible table of storytellers. I'm so happy about it. As far as projects go, you can find me here at the Pocket Dragon Pub. We are getting ready to screen It's Only Magic with Monty Cook Games. I'm so excited about that. That will be next week, and you may see some faces that are at the table today there, along with another beautiful overlay by our very own Graphical Ronin. Who I have to make sure everybody gets credit. It's a thing. Anyway, but anyway, super excited. This one's actually going to take place in Miami. So it's going to be It's Only Magic Miami, where we have a group of, let's say, magic initiates trying to, getting ready for a coming of age ceremony. Will they survive? You'll have to watch to find out. Anyway, so that's what's coming up for the Pocket Dragon Pub. I am all over the place. You can keep up with my antics on social media. Find me at Vixie Belle. Find the Pocket Dragon at Pocket Dragon Pub. On Blue Sky, TikTok, whatever's left of social media at this point. Those names you'll find me there. I have given up giving the list. You can always also look for me on Linktree. Those Linktrees are all there as well, and hopefully we'll get this episode edited and cleaned up. I have a big editing backlog of stuff that's supposed to go up to YouTube, so if you missed the video, you are welcome to check us out there, or the VOD will be live for 14 days, so you can always catch up with that as well. And last but not least for me, I'm going to popcorn it off to someone else. I did want to mention that I also did a documentary about the Renaissance Festival, specifically my home show, the Florida Renaissance Festival. That is actually available on Amazon Prime. And at the end of this, I will be sharing the trailer for it. Along with have the link as well. So I hope you check it out. And yeah, this is the Florida Renaissance Festival is in its second week. I think this is the second weekend that it is open, so be sure to check that out if you're local. And yeah, I'm gonna popcorn it off to my favorite person who I would never ever forget in any live stream ever, Geekbaker.
Yeah, all right, Vixie, I'll remember that for next time. We want to play that other game, right? Hi, I'm Geekbaker, also known as Allison online. I would like to thank Okami so much for introducing me into this game. I love it, and I can also see how it could be more than a one-shot. It could be like a season. It is so addicting to play. You can find me on Legends of Logomancy. We are a Canadian streaming service, like for D&D and all things such. I'm there mostly every Wednesdays. I also am a co-host for the podcast Roll for Beer, where we try different beers from North America and everything, and we talk about it and bring interesting people on it. Maybe I could get Okami's thing to bring him on it, because I would love to have him on it to talk about making stuff. Also, you can find me on Instagram as Geekbaker, on Discord as Geekbaker, and other than why, you can meet me all there. Yeah, so I'm mostly on Logomancy Media. Great, that's how I actually met Vixie and everything, and it was really nice meeting them, doing the charity streams and everything. So if you're looking for more D&D, you can come check us out there, but also make sure to subscribe to Pocket Dragon Inn. They are fantastic, and we do love them. Pub. Sorry, I always want to say inn.
It's okay, at least you didn't say Dragon Pocket. I still remember Mitch Bustillos. Who knows?
And I'm actually gonna I'm gonna popcorn it off to the beautiful person who did the overlays, Ronin, if you would please.
Hi, I'm Jason, aka Graphical Ronin. You can find me on most social media as some version of Graphical Ronin, either all one word or with a underscore in between. I actually met Vixie through Mitch, who I'm fairly certain may be a fae.
I'm 1,000% sure Mitch is a fae.
Yeah.
So what do I got going on? Not a ton going on at the moment for me stream wise. I'm just concentrating on art and making overlays for Vixie. I've got this one and the next one under my belt, and any one of those she wants to send my way, I'm happy to do. Otherwise, I guess I don't know what I'm doing with TikTok at the moment because this isn't even going to be around. Who the hell knows? Just look for me. I'll pop up eventually. I'm working on a game of my own. I'm hoping to run it on a stream of some sort to play test it.
Have options.
Yeah, I do. I'll pitch it to you. That's it for me, I guess. He, him, a general weirdo. Probably not toxic in small doses. I guess that's Jellyfish.
Hi everyone, I'm Jellyfishlines. My pronouns are he, him, and you can basically find me anywhere by typing in Jellyfishlines, like on itch, on itch.io. Just type in Jellyfishlines, find all my games. I'm having like a sale and a reverse sale. I'm also running the David Lynch Game Jam, which is great. I am currently putting together a charity drive through the David Lynch Game Jam to benefit Project Hope, who are helping the fire survivors in LA. And let's see, what else do I have? Follow me on Blue Sky at jellyfishlines.itch.io. Find my website at jellyfishlines.ghost.io. You can find my blog there. And catch me on Flyleaf to End Sheets, because that's the podcast I co-host with the wonderful Casper, the NB Ghost. Yeah. And they're amazing. We covered the prequel RPG, and please go listen to it. Go back it, link in the description, because we have an affiliate link. You do it, the podcast gets money to keep alive. Please.
Yay!
Well, thank you to everyone. One last thing that I forgot to plug. Apocrymatic Unlimited is doing a Black History Month charity stream. We're raising funds for Black Girls Rock. We are having games on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all February long, including my channel, House of Dreams, which is streaming a Wander Home series called A Season's Oath. Which will be running on Sundays, 3 o'clock Eastern time. Please come, donate, watch the streams, and also know that this fundraising event is sponsored by Transplanar RPG. Yay! So please check it out. And Vixie.
Yes.
What was our magical closing phrase as we're heading out? I feel like there was one that you said and a space.
I just said you could say whatever you want as long as the point gets across that the show is over.
It's all good. Well, thank you so much for joining us here at the Pocket Dragon Pub, and until next time, farewell.
Have a good night, guys.
Bye.
Everyone, have a good night.
Go ahead and switch us to the trailer for the show.
One of the support groups asked me if I could come up with an idea for a special event that had never been done down here before.
And enjoy the remainder of your day here at the Florida Renaissance Festival!
One of the lines that we used to use a lot is 500 years of fun in a single day at the Florida Renaissance Festival.
Walking into the festival is completely astounding. All the costumes, the colors, the characters. It's truly like if you were in a different world.
Here to create a magical moment in time and make everyone forget your worldly troubles.
It's family. I call it the tribe. We feel better when we're together. We're kind of outcast everywhere else.
They're very unique individuals, each with their own take on who they are.
It's really a major team effort.
I barely had a moment to catch my breath.